Dear chess friends, welcome to the live broadcast of the 5th round of the World Youth Under 16 Chess Olympiad. Together we have a guest, dear senior trainer and also international master, ex-Turkish champion, Yakup Ertran. Welcome, Yakup, to our broadcast. Today, for the first hour, Yakup will be with us. Then he will go to his own team, the girls team. Of course, they are playing here. They are playing with success. Yesterday, they have beaten Australia. Yeah. I think 3-1. Yes, the score.
Yes.
Okay. So before we start the commentary of the games, let's see the after yesterday's round the classification. Standings. Yes, the standings.
For after round 4, Belarus is leading the tournament like 4 out of 4 with 8 match points, and they are followed by Israel, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, and Kazakhstan by 7 points. And there are teams from the 6th and the 10th place with the 6 points. So 10 teams are following the leadership by 1 team for 8 points, and 4 teams for 7 points, and 5 teams for 6 points.
So as you heard, now Belarus is the only team which didn't lose any single point. They won all 4 matches in a row. So today they are facing Kazakhstan, another strong team. We will start with Kazakhstan versus Belarus. The first board is Nogerbek Kazibek from Kazakhstan, a FIDE master 2387, and his opponent from Belarus is Denis Lazovic, another FIDE master 2368. Okay, so we start with the opening e4, e5, a Spanish game. So Spain, this is usually a classical line of Spanish. Bishop b7. This bishop b7, how it's called? A famous line. I think this is Zaitsev, but some kind of Zaitsev, yes?
He didn't push a4. You know, the main line is a4, ed, cd, and b4.
Yes.
You know, knight a5,
d5. Is this theory? I'm not sure. Probably, most probably theory. d5, knight b7, knight b8, and knight h2.
But I don't know. d5 is look like earlier. But
yes.
Did they improve the theory? Maybe I don't know.
Maybe
because
I'm not sure.
b3 c4 setup when ready, then d5 is okay.
Yes,
so,
because
example,
then you can push c4.
Yes,
to c6 you can push c4. Yes.
Yes, but he didn't.
He didn't push actually c6.
I don't know.
Also, and then I don't know. Yes, this is probably some line which we don't know exactly the theory. But this interesting line, of course, in Spanish, these maneuvers, knight f1, knight g3, knight h2, knight g4, all these maneuvers are very typical. Yes.
Yeah.
This knight f3, and then knight g4, very typical. But in this line, maybe some novelty.
Yeah.
Maybe he prepares something we don't know yet. But what do you think about this position, Yakup?
I think he must push c6 to attack the center.
Yes.
And bishop f8 is look like earlier, but I don't know. Maybe it's theory because bishop g5 some points they are playing bishop g5 for to exchange the bishops. Black square bishops.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Maybe in this case, if the bishop was on e7,
yes.
After exchange on g5, bishop g5 was possible. Yes, because this bishop usually is the bad bishop.
Yeah.
In this kind of lines, it cannot go to the game.
Yeah,
for a long time.
Two different lines. If he wants to play c6, then bishop f8 is okay. But if he doesn't want to play c6, then bishop g5 is okay.
Yes. Yeah, maybe he will push c6. Now he's thinking to push or not to push on c6. Yeah. And also this c6 has a drawback, I think, is that you open up the diagonal of this bishop after d takes c6. Now this bishop is freed. Yes, this can make some attack on f7, which is always dangerous in this Spanish type of positions. So I'm not sure, but of course for black, maybe in order to free the position, he has to push c6. Yes.
Yeah.
What else he will do?
Yeah.
And then maybe try to push d5.
Yeah.
What do you say, Erkin?
I think, you know, the other plan for black in this position is just push a5 or b4, or you know, before linearity. So you just put your bishop on the g7, but if you put your bishop on the g7, there is no plan of c6, and this is similar with the king's Indian. You know, the other plans to play g6, bishop g7, and knight to somewhere and f5. Maybe this is the other plan.
Yes, but it's so difficult, not so easy to do this. G6, bishop g7, and then f5. Yes, most probably it's possible, but for a long time it will not be possible. Actually, he did push c6, takes, and now white played very fast. Actually, now he's looking around. He knows the position. It looks like the body language.
I played this c6, yeah.
Yes,
and then bishop f8 is okay.
Yes, he plays c6.
You know, there's a really similar game to this, namely Fischer versus Spassky, in which Fischer won 2 games in Zaitsev against Spassky with the similar c6 idea.
Well, from the way he's playing so fast, it's obvious that he prepared this line.
Yeah.
Very obvious.
And he's also getting.
And he goes away after he makes the move. He goes away. He prepared this line.
Yeah.
So it's a preparation. So we cannot say anything that this is probably some kind of theory. This line.
Yes, because he cut off this d5. So black how can to play d5?
d5. Yes.
Because d7 cannot move. Because f6.
d5 not possible. Okay, d5 not
maybe
possible.
Queen c7 first. Queen c7.
c7.
Then d5. Knight c5 maybe. But there is no point. No, Queen c5. No.
After Queen c7, there is knight f1 and knight g3. Just white continues his plan.
I want to protect 7-9, but
knight c5.
For the moment, also knight takes g4 also not possible because f7 is hanging. So first you have to protect this. Now there is a problem for black.
So maybe.
Now the situation
Queen
is
e7
not so
look
easy.
like Queen e7,
Queen e7 doesn't look
nice. Yes,
nice.
Very bad. But
yes,
we must protect f7 pawn.
Rook e7. I will prefer rook e7.
Rook
because
e7
maybe
okay.
I will need the queen here. You know.
In any case, I will play knight f1 and knight g3 and knight f5.
Yeah, but g6.
No, h6 is on pre.
Yes, but okay. If I play rook e7, h6 I can play here.
Okay.
Take here.
H4.
Yes, now g6 is possible.
But your g pawn is a backward pawn, and I can play knight e3 and knight d5.
Yes, this is
g3,
of course
king
possible.
g2, rook
yeah,
h1.
but what can I do? This is the game he's playing.
I'm improving the position.
He's playing this game. Maybe he misplayed something.
I think maybe bishop f8 is not necessary. Maybe directly c6. Maybe instead of knight bd7.
Yeah, he misplayed something. He played very quickly. He didn't understand this nuance. There is some kind of nuance in the opening. So he
early knight h2, knight g4 is nice, I think. But
yes,
because normally they are playing after knight f1, knight g3, then knight.
For example, in this situation now, in this position now, as I was saying, after opening this diagonal. Now this becomes very dangerous because after queen f3 you cannot move the knight on f6.
Yeah.
You know, this is of course a dangerous situation. You maybe now you can take and then you can push maybe c6 after h takes, for example, c6.
Yes.
Now I can push and I don't have this pressure on f6.
Yeah.
And I can go to f6 with my knight, or maybe I don't know.
Maybe queen f3. You can play queen f6 against queen f3.
Yeah, yes, now queen f3, for example.
Knight f6 is looking
this
nice.
This is not possible.
And also d5 you want.
Maybe he just made a mistake, not taking on g4.
Yes.
I'm not sure about this position. Okay, so after takes queen f3, black has a difficulty to free himself. Yes.
Yeah, but it's preparation. It's clear.
Yes, preparation.
Homework.
White looks very comfortable in this situation. On the second board of Kazakhstan, Bibisara Asabayeva from Kazakhstan FIDE master, very strong girl FIDE master, is playing versus Maxim Tsaruk from Belarus.
You know, the black on this game, Denis Lazovic was one of the world's best chess players in his age category. He's only 13 years old.
Really?
Lazovic, yes, he's on the 18th rank amongst the under 14 section throughout the world.
Yeah. Yes. So he has to find, he has some difficult job to do because he is now some trouble. Not maybe big trouble, but some trouble.
So this game is Saruk versus Asubayeva.
Yes. Okay.
Against Spanish variation.
Probably
Against
Keres.
Spanish.
No, knight after d7,
Yeah.
c5.
Another Spanish.
No, not Keres. I think.
Again, this variation.
Yes, Keres. You're right.
Knight d7.
You are playing also. You were playing also knight d7.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I play
Without bishop
b7 first. Or I play knight d7, bishop
Directly.
f6. Yes, and then bishop b7 maybe at some point. This is a bit different. This is this variation usually is played by Svidler, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He's playing. Some strong players are playing this line. It has some similarities with Benoni type of
The pawn
structure. This pawn structure with c5, e4, d5, all these pawns, and this majority on the queen side, typical Benoni formation.
Yeah.
And this bishop, of course, in this diagonal is very strong, but white, of course, has strong attack on the king side because knight is coming to g3 or e3, then g4.
But I think when I was playing this variation, I didn't afraid this line. This position is okay for me.
For white or
for black?
For black. You
I was playing it also, yes.
You were
black
playing.
is okay, I think, because okay, there is some attacks, but
okay. Now Asabayeva looks very comfortable. Yesterday Asabayeva has won a lost game, a lost ending.
An incredible ending.
Yes, did you notice this? Against Israel, she was losing in one move in the ending, but then her opponent made a big mistake. And very simple position. He has 30 minutes on his clock. Asabayeva has 3 minutes or something like this, and then he plays a move very fast in 2 minutes, and then she makes a move. She starts to think he blunders.
The king e5, you mean, you know?
Yes, of course. King e4 was a very simple win. Not what was not difficult to find. Okay. Anyway, sometimes when you are too confident of your position, you know, he looked like too confident of your position. You make such kind of mistakes. Okay, yes. I will win this position, whatever I play. You cannot win whatever you play.
So sometimes the overconfidence turn into the over self-esteem about your chances, and neglecting the opponent's counter chances leads you the mistakes.
Yes.
You know, Bibisara Asubayeva is also the world's second female amongst the under 16 section. The first player is Nurgul Salimova, a Bulgarian Turkish player with international master, and Bibisara also has the woman grandmaster title for such a young age.
Yes. Title, but he is not using it, eh?
She's
not
using the FIDE master title.
She's using FIDE master title. It's interesting. She doesn't want to use the woman grandmaster title. It's really interesting. Okay, let's go to maybe this position still theory.
She wants to fight open section. I think that's why she wants to be
a grandmaster.
Yes, true. I think she will be, because she is very strong and she plays very well.
Yeah.
And she's only 15.
Yes. Okay. So maybe we can say this is still theory. We are waiting for white to make his move, but looks like white will play knight e3 or knight g3, maybe b3. I'm not sure.
B3, b3 and knight e5.
Knight g3, g6.
What do you suggest?
Knight g3, g6.
Knight g3, g6. Yes, you're right. If b3, knight e5.
Yes.
Sometimes they don't want to take and they go here because now f4 is also the threat, and knight g3. After knight g3, if g6 played, then f4, this knight is lost. So it's some kind of waiting moves. You know, you can play it in such kind of. I saw games like this.
He played b3, probably b3.
Yes, okay. b3 has been played. Most probably knight e5. She will play.
Also, knight b6 is possible equal-wise, because you know in this position also black needs to play knight to b6 in order to not to lose the knight on f4. So probably knight b6 over there, or knight b6 after b3 should be played in any case.
I'm not sure, because you can go with this knight also to b6.
It comes to the same thing.
So no, but
After
now you
f4.
have this choice to go. Usually the b6 square for this knight is not so
she is
preferable.
playing knight e5.
Yes,
okay.
it's not so preferable in this position because the knight has no future on b6. You cannot go anywhere.
Yeah.
And usually they want to play c4
But
and
there's
then
not
knight
a
c5 at some point. Of course, to c4, white can play b4. This is also typical.
Yeah.
You want to control the b4.
He took over e5. I think knight e5 was the wrong direction.
Knight e5.
He played knight e5.
Yes,
I think
he took over
e5.
e5.
I think your move was better.
No, knight e5 is not a good move. Yes, I remember this. Knight e5
Knight
is
3,
very easy for
yes.
black to play now.
Knight 3 h2 was very good.
Yes,
I
yes.
think.
Because when you start to exchange pieces like this, the game getting in black's favor.
Yes.
Because white has the space advantage.
Yes.
If you have the space advantage, do not exchange the pieces.
Yeah.
This is the general
And
advice.
also this pawn majority in the ending is always a plus for black.
Yeah.
Because with this pawn majority, black, and also with this bishop, black has always the chance to get advantage on the queen side, and also and then to win the game.
Yes,
What do you think?
c4 is right. You're right.
There will be a plus pawn here, which will be very dangerous all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we go to the third board of this match. Aristan Isanzula, FIDE master from Kazakhstan, is against Ivan Runets, FIDE master, another FIDE master of Belarus, 22-88. Let's see this game. Runets, Isanzula, do I have it here?
Isanzula is white.
Here, okay. Okay, this is most probably a Maroxy type position
Hedgehog.
from Sicilian.
Yeah.
Okay, a6, knight f6, yes.
This is a rising from Sicilian Khan, but it is called as a hedgehog structure.
Hedgehog or Maroxy, you can also say, type of structure.
You know, black's formation is the hedgehog.
Yes.
You know, because he also can prefer the dragon instead of the hedgehog. There are two types of black's approach.
Yes, this is also coming from English defense, English opening. The hedgehog against this hedgehog system actually once was very popular. Kasparov was playing it, but lately they don't play it too much. They found some actually ideas against hedgehog.
I don't know.
Systems.
I don't know, because 2 or 3 years ago, Portish was suggesting this line.
This line, yes.
No.
Yesterday, for example, I saw the game in the European Championship, the game between Ivanchuk and Andreikin. Andreikin was playing white pieces. Ivanchuk some kind of hedgehog setup is playing with black pieces. And at some point, after fianchettoing the bishop on g2, white played g4. It's actually a new concept, you know. You have the g3 pawn, you play g4, and you threaten g5, and then h4, h5, and then attacking on the king side.
You know, actually, I played at the same vigor against international master Johannes Karov in Pfalzofen with g3, g4, and it was proven out really well for white, because if black cannot counter on the center like e5, b5, or f5, or d5 in a case, white just comes over and over in both flanks, because white's space advantage provides him to play b4 on g4 at the same time. So to my knowledge, there is a really nice book of 2 volumes. Authors were Sergei Shipov and Gary Kasparov, named The Hedgehog. You know, they are covering both white's approaches from the fianchetto, from the English, or from the regular e4 against all the hedgehog setups.
True. Yeah, from time to time also Magnus Carlsen also is using the hedgehog setups against English opening. Okay, let's see this game now. F4 has been played. Now, what do you suggest?
E5 is threatening, I think. So time to play G6, because of knight H5. After you are playing rook FD8. For to put rook on this
G6, you want to play G6, yes?
Yeah, G6, knight H5. This is, I think.
Sometimes, but sometimes this is also possible, because bishop goes away, and now if E5 you can go knight D7. This is also possible. Sometimes they play here because I want to go to bishop F8
and
first.
Play E5
bishop F8 to E5, maybe here. I don't know if there's sacrifice or not. Maybe this position doesn't work.
ED.
No, let's not analyze this. Just I'm saying that this is possible or not. We have to see in the game. But this position arising from the Sicilian actually looks better for white, because white is now bishop on b3, bishop on d3, and all these bishops are looking in the king side, and looks like a dangerous attack is coming. What do you think?
So that's why they played G6 and knight H5, E5 take, rook on D8 to play counter attack from D line. So it's playable, but you are right. It's looks like dangerous. Very dangerous, because 2 bishops are looking at the king side. H7, G7.
Of course, maybe there is for the moment nothing. I'm not sure about this position, but still maybe E5. Maybe not so.
Instead of E5,
maybe after G6, white can change the plan. Can play F5.
F5, yes.
This is usually typical when you play G6 to open up the file on the F file. But the problem with F5 is that now you have the bishop on B2, and after playing E5, you close up this diagonal for black, and white has to deviate this diagonal in order to go to the king side with this bishop. So maybe still playable, but he has to think about this line, because usually I don't know, maybe B5 taking D5, all these lines are possible to give some pawn and then attacking on the center. Of course, looks maybe not possible in this
maybe
position.
A takes B5, rook A2 you want, so it's okay. B5, B5, C, B5, A, B5. Bishop B5, rook A2. So this is
also this is also possible. Now maybe this is attack. Maybe you cannot take A3. Maybe must
D5.
play. And then
so
D5.
Now B5.
ED,
knight
bishop
D5 or bishop D1. Maybe knight is better, because we want to go to F4.
I think maybe
bishop D5. Now I can take here. This is the problem.
Okay, bishop takes A3. Bishop takes A3. I will take on A3.
No, you don't care about this. Okay, so everything is hanging, yes. So maybe it's possible. You see, this is a F5, so it's not. You have to calculate all these lines for white.
But black wants his rook.
Everybody is looking on the second board. I don't know why.
On the Saruk versus Asal Bayeva.
Maybe we can look also.
I don't think there is. You see something interesting?
No, knight D5 and white is.
They're just looking. It's sometimes you have to want to give to your opponent the impression that okay, you are so comfortable with the position that you don't care about your position. You look at the other board. You know this. typical. And you are recommended to your pupils, okay, when you have bad position, just relax, don't care about the position, and he will understand. He will not understand.
I also have a lesson called as chess acts.
Yes.
In my
psychological war, you know.
Yeah.
You need to show your opponent that you are comfortable and confident with your position always, and we also teach the gestures and the slight mimics, even the style that you move the pieces as a lecture. And the pupils also learn reading the gestures of the opponent as well.
By the way, he played rook a c8.
C8, normal move.
Here.
Yeah.
Instead
of g6.
White played.
No, instead of g6.
G6 not played. Rook a c8 has been played. So now, he doesn't care about this.
Yes, e5.
E5 move. G6 not played. Oh, sorry.
No, g6 not played. Rook a c8. f4. Yes.
A8,
now let's look e5 because this is also.
A typical
playable.
Move.
No.
Yes.
After that, bishop h7, king h7, queen h5, king g8, rook e3.
Knight e8, of course.
Yes.
This is bad square for the knight.
Yes. Now
maybe a mistake.
Computer is finding some defense, but I don't know. Rook e3. No.
Rook e3. Yes. And then rook h3 is tricky.
Yes.
How to defend now?
I think, or maybe g6, knight e5. No, I don't know what.
G6.
It's also difficult
Queen
because
h6.
some points knight e6 I can play. It's very complicated.
What you play? And knight e6 also.
Maybe yes.
I'm not sure.
Knight takes e5 probably is the only move. But there's knight takes e6. Knight takes
no,
e6.
maybe just rook h3 also is.
Bishop f6. Rook takes f6.
Queen h7.
And this is mate move.
So because I was working.
King takes h7. You continue to play.
I was working this line after e5. It will be difficult for black. Okay, computer finds some defense, but
actually, if it's like this, so the game will be ended very soon. How come
maybe we can miss earlier something.
I don't understand this game. Isan Zulu, this Belarus. Today, I think they are playing. I don't know. First board is not in a good
Knight
position.
f6 or I don't know. For example, king h7, queen h5, king g8. Let's start. No, e5 is not d takes e5. Maybe knight e8 first.
Okay. Let's see if I can do this again.
Yes.
What's the difference? I don't see the difference.
Maybe bad.
Even worse.
It's just bad,
Yeah.
Yes, so I don't know.
Looks very bad.
So that's why they played g6.
Yes,
because of
course.
knight,
you have to
always
h5. You have to be always aware of this.
Yes.
Attack, because the rooks are ready to come to e3 and h3.
Yes.
And the sacrifice is just screaming.
Yeah.
Usually this is a type of position.
Okay, instead of g6, maybe rook fd8. After that, you have.
This is knight f8.
Yes, knight e8, knight f8. Maybe you can keep the position.
You're right. So, but he made this rook ac8. I don't care. He said, I don't mind this e5 move.
There's also a defensive resource for black to just try to play knight f8 quickly, if this ever possible. Instead of rook a to c8, you play with your f rook and play knight f8.
Yes, I wouldn't never play rook a8 before I play this rook.
Yes.
Rook e8 or d8, and because I have to be. Or bishop f8 or knight f8 should be possible.
Yes. You also create squares for your king by playing rook f8 or rook f to d8, because your king can flee around f8 and e8.
Yes.
Most difficult moves, rook moves, they say.
Yes. I'm pretty sure you'll play e5 because everything is ready for e5.
Yes. If you play this variation,
if you play rook e1, everything is ready. You have to play e5. So probably he will play. We'll see. Let's go to the last board.
I think he thinks e5 then bishop h7 because.
Yes, he thinks so. Yeah. He thinks e5 okay takes this, and or not to take, it doesn't matter, and then bishop takes h7. Is it possible or not? He is thinking about this.
Yes. After that, you.
Yes, rook e3, all this stuff.
Maybe I don't know, knight ef6 or something like
Knight
this. I don't know.
ef6 I will take first, and after knight takes f6 I will take with the rook also.
You give back this, huh?
Ef, knight f, and rook takes f.
Yes, you are. But we are talking.
Why
Yes.
do you need to?
Because I will play
rook
rook
h3 and then we
This is
make.
also done. This is
Make,
also done. h3.
Wait.
And no, there's no, I mean,
You know, if you have the rook,
maybe you can save it. Takes, f6. Like this. I'm not sure if something.
but I don't think
yeah.
so either, because you know, we have always queen h7 and rook g3.
Huh? What?
Queen h7. After f6, queen h7.
But it's very difficult to play in the game.
you know, white is
Maybe bishop f6 first, but I don't know. There is no piece for the attack. There is no
Yes,
piece left for the attack.
We
So
gave,
let's
we gave all
go,
the pieces.
Yes. So knight f6 maybe point.
Takes.
Okay.
So there is no mate, huh?
I said the computer is finding some line for the defense. But
Maybe he knows this line.
yes, sure.
So the pawns are equal. Maybe can I play something like, I don't know. But there's no attack now. If I play queen h4,
No,
maybe knight e5 is coming. So it's not possible. So if I don't play this,
Yes.
black is okay.
Yeah.
Seems okay. So maybe this
So
is
let's
the,
look-
so
let's
this
look-
is the line. Maybe this is the line. Knight e8.
Can I check from
Okay,
the database?
we don't need to take bishop h7.
If I go queen h5 directly g6, but I don't then g6, knight g7, queen h6, knight takes e5. Is it possible again? Maybe yes. This is okay now. Maybe.
Yes.
Here g6,
Queen
queen
h6.
h6. This is not possible because knight it takes e6. Okay, so it doesn't work. So what to do now? Maybe
Rook
it's
e3, rook h3.
still winning now.
Yes, no, this is a very difficult position for black.
Yes. Maybe this
maybe
is
computer
this
can
queen
hold the
h5
position.
is better. Yes, queen h5 is better.
Yes.
Looks much better actually.
Why to play this? Play g6 and knight h5.
Yeah.
But the
So
theory.
how to defend? I don't see. Rook e3 is coming again. Queen d8 or something. Maybe.
Knight g7, knight h5
Maybe-
doesn't work because rook h5 there is.
Yes, because queen maybe d8 in order to play bishop g5.
Yes.
Can I play
Knight f3.
Knight f3? I don't want to play knight f3.
No, let's start
I
knight
want to
e6.
play knight e4, huh?
Let's start knight e6, bishop g6.
You
I
want
don't
to
know.
continue like this? Takes, bishop takes g6.
How about rook
Okay, maybe
f1?
that
No.
doesn't work. I don't know, but look like
Takes.
This is not
no
working.
take, but rook is
What?
now. I don't know. This
Maybe
is
it
look
doesn't
like
work here. Knight f8 or takes.
No, there is
takes.
No, knight f8, rook f8.
Knight okay, maybe
Knight g7, rook
is-
f7, or
Rook f7.
just
Bishop
no,
f8.
no, rook f7 is not.
Maybe this is not working. Check
Yeah.
here. Rook somewhere.
Rook cannot go anywhere.
Yeah, there's no place. So maybe it's
So
not
maybe
working. Maybe it's not working.
Sacrifice. Yeah.
So this is not working. But I was thinking about knight e4. And
So
what do you play now?
No, I changed my mind. Maybe bishop g6 first. Queen d8, bishop g6 first.
A queen d8,
Yeah. Bishop g6.
bishop g6.
Yes.
Yes, you cannot take with the f because
Yeah.
knight takes e6.
Yes.
H
Hg is only move, I think.
rook e3.
Actually, you can take with this.
Why knight
Knight
e6?
takes bishop c5 check.
King h1.
Queen e7 you want. But,
Yes.
but maybe knight c5.
Knight c5.
Then e6 is...
Knight c5. What's the problem? If I take...
You need to take with the pawn, I guess.
Yeah, there's mate here, yes.
Yes.
With the pawn and
E6
pawn
is
e6
coming.
and
You're
knight
right,
f6.
you're right,
No,
you're
no,
right.
no. It's still continuing.
What?
You know, bc and e6 and knight f6.
But
It's
e7.
still-
e7.
Okay, it doesn't work.
He takes. H takes g6 is only move, I think.
Yes, h takes g6.
Yes.
And now what?
Now we want some knight.
e6 now. What's the difference?
Is rook f8 I will take first, but is there any difference or what? Not.
He will take with the knight and there will be no threats. g6 is defended, knight x f8.
I want to open my bishop line. That's why I am trying, but
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, we'll see. This is interesting position.
Yes, but this is a very
He-
complicated position.
He played it or not? Let's see. He played it or not.
Yes, he played.
e5.
No, he played knight f3. Actually,
He didn't play
I
it.
think he was.
Which knight? This knight.
no, the other knight.
He
On
played
the-
like this.
Yes. It's very difficult to play.
Now
because
he threatens e5 with sacrifice? No. He doesn't threat.
I think this is
Wrong.
There is nothing here.
Knight f3 I don't like.
So slow.
You know, theoretically speaking, the position was the novel position after black played rook a to c8. The theory was rook a to d8 instead of rook a to c8.
You checked it.
There are
okay.
games in this database.
So what?
Not g6. There is
G6, you know, is the
second.
best move probably. The second line,
what-
but this is the best scores
Mm.
obtained by the
You know,
G6.
Yes, g6 looks the best one.
You know, there are
So what's
like,
going on? There is no
Hmm?
e5 move?
No, this is the novel position. There are no games with
Ah.
rook a to c8,
Okay,
but
interesting.
with the rook a to d8.
And interesting. Okay, we'll see about this. Let's see this Nurgali
Nazarke
yes,
versus
Nurgali.
Siniavski Artyom.
What was the name? Siniavski.
Artyom.
Where is this game?
Siniavski is white, and Nurgali is black.
Siniavski, Nurgali. Okay.
You know, actually, for the first round we announced a rule in this tournament, but today I asked him again, and the rule about how many rounds do you have to play with a female players was 3 instead of 6. You know, only 3 rounds teams need to start with at least 1 girl player. Is it so? The rule, I mean, you know, you need to start with a female player
Yeah.
for at least 3 rounds. Am I right?
Yeah.
Not the 6 rounds, only 3 rounds.
Only 3 rounds. Yes.
We thought that it was necessary for 6 rounds.
No.
Okay, we renew our announcement. Only teams only need female players for starting only for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
But for their preference, they may go on the 4th or the 5th round, because you know players like Bibisara and Nurgali are strong female players, and their teams also need them on the boards in each round.
Yeah.
So this is the position.
Okay, bishop c4. They played like this. Some strange opening stuff. Bishop c4. I don't like what white did here.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all. Siniavski, he plays some, I don't know,
Interesting.
unorthodox line, which is bishop d3, bishop c4, knight h4. I don't know. Black looks comfortable.
Yes.
Usually in this type
There is
of
no
position, I prefer to play this kind of moves. You know why? Because after c takes d4, I want to play e5.
Yeah.
I don't want to exchange, of course, this bishop. And then I can play knight f4, rook d8, whatever I want to.
Yeah.
But this e5 square is important to control, usually. And if you exchange the queens, then you have no advantage
Yeah.
for black. I mean, this is what actually white wants, because he will have 3-2 on the king-queen side.
Yeah.
He will have easy play. And this is why I usually prefer to play Queen C7 in such kind of type of positions. But of course, we'll see. What do you think?
Yes, you are right. But sometimes if you play play your after the exchange the queens, e5, f5 is also central pawn. If you push quickly, yes.
So
after
it can be, yes.
Yes, there is no point.
Yes.
3, 2.
Yes. Here, for example, I don't like to take. You know, this is not so. Doesn't seem right to me. And
Queen c5 is good, or
yeah, Queen c7 looks
Queen
like
c7. Sorry.
looks like a good move. What do you say?
Yes,
Because I can play rook d8. I can take on
Yes,
d4,
you cannot
e5.
play.
Maybe you will play rook e1, but now I can play rook d8. But maybe this is dangerous, huh? Knight g5 is coming.
Or maybe
Rook e1. Maybe knight f4 or something.
knight f4, maybe bishop e6.
In order to play
yes.
bishop e6, huh?
Yes. We must improve the bishop.
Yes. Okay. So still some both sides has to be careful.
Yeah.
Not so easy to play.
But black is okay, I think.
Yeah,
White has no chance.
Okay, so let's go to
For
Israel Azerbaijan
position.
match. On the first board is or Globus from Israel, FIDE Master versus Mohammed Muratlı. Okay, this is the position, probably in English. No, it probably transposed to some kind of English after this line. Bishop g2, bishop d7, queen d3, knight f6. Okay, this is the last position. Muratlı is thinking. What do you say? Or black? Queen h5. If you go to queen a5 in this kind of position, you know, you go to queen a5. You have to have an idea why do you go to a5. Your queen is exposed usually on a5.
Yes.
You need to have another square for the queen, for example this, because in such kind of structures usually black wants to play a5, a4. Now this queen a5 is blocking this pawn.
Yeah.
Yes?
Maybe he wants the queen h5,
Yes,
then
queen
bishop
h5.
h3, knight g4
Yes,
idea.
this is a typical idea, queen
Yeah.
h5. Maybe, but now he's thinking he doesn't like, I don't know what he doesn't like, because he started to think there is something wrong. Maybe bishop f3 or something.
Bishop g4.
Now this is hanging. Maybe this is what he saw. Bishop g4 and bishop takes c6.
Yeah.
Now he cannot play. So maybe he can play knight g4. Is this possible?
Yes.
Then h4. Let's say h4. And now what?
h4, maybe even now queen h5, a5. Because
Then you go back.
yes,
Yeah? Okay.
knight g4 is okay, bishop.
Yes, knight I can go
Knight
to
e5.
e5. So maybe it does. So bishop f3 it doesn't work.
Yes.
So I don't understand. If you
Or-
go queen h5, it looks like normal.
Or maybe bishop f3, queen h3. Simple. Because knight g4 I want.
Bishop
And
f3, queen h3 also is possible.
yes.
Sure.
Bishop g2, queen h5.
So
Black is
I
okay.
don't know why-
Draw
why-
is okay for
I don't
black.
know why
This
he doesn't like this.
team game.
Maybe there is some c5 line or something like this. Because if you play this e4 is coming.
Also,
now.
your rook is hanging on b8.
Yes,
There's
yes,
no
yes.
d5.
Maybe c5 is possible.
But there's
e5.
e5.
e5 first, maybe, then d5.
e5. E5. Okay.
And everything
So
is going wrong.
if
for me.
e5 is possible, then c5 is not good.
Yes.
So maybe this is not possible. Okay. So maybe queen h5 is okay, huh?
I think, yeah.
Black
Maybe
has
he's,
knights.
he's calculating some lines, this kind of lines. What do you say?
Or maybe, I don't know.
He plays rook f to d8.
Yes, I want to say this move. Rook f d8 is also possible after that, because e5, d5 I want to play directly. Some points e5, then bishop play, then d5.
But bishop d2 coming, so queen has to go back
to c7.
Yes, this is some dangerous, because after, if you cannot play d5 immediately after e5, I always say e4, and then you will be with a weak pawn on d6 all the time.
e5,
so,
d5.
Yes, so you have to be always careful with this.
Together, e5,
together,
then
yes.
d5.
If you can play, yes, together e5, d5, and then it's okay. But here I think not possible. After bishop d2, it's not possible, because the queen, knight takes d5 is possible after bishop d2.
Yeah.
So rook ft8, I don't understand. Maybe he's thinking, I don't know what he's thinking here. To play bishop e8 and knight d7 or something like
bishop
this.
e8?
This bishop maybe. But then if you are going to play this kind of moves, this queen a5, it doesn't look like the right
queen
plan.
Yes,
this queen h5 is with this move, I don't understand. Do you understand? So I don't understand. I really don't understand this. He decided not to play queen h5.
Yes. Some point.
And now, for example, h3 is a good move, because you cannot go here. I play g4. Now it's okay for me.
Yeah.
You don't threaten queen h5 after h3.
Yeah.
Now you cannot play e5. So what are you going to do?
Maybe bishop f5 first.
If I play e4.
E4 is that's why I play the bishop e6 now.
E6.
Or maybe, yeah.
But now
Because
maybe I can play bishop d2 and now f4, f5.
Now d5
is not occurring here because knight takes e5. Probably queen c7.
No. I mean after. Of course, now I want. I must play my
knight d5. All these lines. I mean, you have to be careful.
Is it working that well?
Well, I take the bishop at least.
Queen a6 maybe.
Huh?
Queen a6.
Queen
then
a6.
Because I want to play d5, that's why you cannot take c takes d5.
Yes.
By c takes d5. That's why.
This can be a better idea.
Yeah.
You're right.
Can I
want him to push e4. That's why to cut off his bishop line. On
maybe
g2
I have to go somewhere. I don't know, e2 or d3.
Queen e3.
Because if d5 now, maybe queen e3 is not good because d4 is coming.
Yes.
No, but you take everything.
E5.
You take everything and e7.
But your d2 bishop is hanging also.
Okay, can I play bishop c3 first? But a2 is also hanging. A2 is also hanging.
You have to
if
be
I
careful.
play d5, it's okay position. I think.
Yeah, this is actually a good idea. Looks nice. Now what to do for this? Maybe this bishop d2 is not good. This
because
bishop d2 plan is not good.
Yes, my rook is.
Yes, maybe I have to play rook ft1 first.
Yes, now after the knight d7, maybe.
Knight d7, and now I want to play. Yeah, actually this is possible. Looks
this
like
is playable, but your idea, I think queen h5 is much better.
Yeah, maybe yes.
Or maybe before a5, knight d7, knight c5, a4.
Maybe now I can play bishop d2. Now this idea d5 it doesn't work, huh? Because queen a6 now I don't know. The e5 is not possible anyway.
Yeah.
I can go anywhere I like to. I'm not sure about this. You play queen a6?
Yes, but queen h5 is. I was looking queen h5. Why?
Here, but what do you play? Was g4?
G4, queen h4.
G4 here is
because now
shaky. Yeah?
Yes. This is risky. There is some risky, but now I want to play h5, g5, bishop e5.
How about white's playing f4?
If there is nothing,
e5 is an interesting move.
But it doesn't want anything because e7
I
is
want to play
g4, bishop g4. I can play. Take bishop g4. First c takes d5.
Yeah, yes. There is no point.
I think f4 is
maybe
more to the point.
Bishop e1 you want. But you cannot get my queen, I think.
Queen
no. F4's other idea is to play f5.
Okay.
Actually. You know.
But why do you want to go here? I don't understand, Jakob. Your queen
Because I want to play your h3 g4 pawn. That's why.
Yeah, but this is
For
dangerous.
example, h5. Yes, I know, dangerous, but I don't
h5,
like.
now your queen is trapped.
Queen f6, let's say. No, let's
Queen
try
f6.
something.
G5.
F5, F5 maybe. No, F4 is hanging. That's why G5 is not.
Okay, so
F4 is
F5.
hanging, yes.
So that's why maybe
F5,
F5.
yes.
Yeah.
Knight e5.
Okay, let's
Queen D2.
Knight e5.
Oh, knight e5.
No,
Yes.
queen
So you are still alive.
Alive, yeah.
No, you are now trapped. Queen D2 and G5.
Now it's trapped.
Bishop C, G5, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, take no. G takes F5 first.
What?
Got
First
this idea.
e5. Yeah. You are still not
EF1,
trapped. You are still not trapped.
Now knight e4 is coming. That's why it's
Not
bad.
knight D4 is coming.
Okay, so
Bishop
but
d7,
but
what
we
is coming?
can.
Knight e4.
Yes, but instead
Queen
of
s6,
h5.
g5. Of course, very bad position, but anyway, the
Yeah.
queen is going away.
But we can improve this position, I think.
Yes.
If he
No,
plays
but
something
this
like
idea,
this.
But Jakob, this idea looks very, how do you call this?
Yeah.
Adventurous, you know.
Yeah.
you want to have an adventure with your queen.
If I cannot push d5, so I can go this line maybe.
Yes, okay.
Actually, we have a very interesting game on the board 3 of the match, Israel versus Azerbaijan. Namely,
Okay.
Lukin Elisha versus Ahmet Ahmedzadeh.
Okay, let's go.
You know, they are
Let's
really
see.
following a theoretical path.
Let's see.
Mhm.
Oh, the king on d7.
You know,
This
the-
is what we were checking. Okay.
This position
Oh.
is the theory. You know?
Yes.
I'm also
This
checking
is-
the game
Yes, this
from
is
the
with
database.
f4 line with the Benoni. I played this. I played this.
We also-
Somebody played against me.
We
this
also
line.
told knight b to d7. Can you see?
Yes,
Instead
this
of
is
knight
theory.
f6.
This is also
Mhm.
theory. Somebody played against me, but I think this is not right. What Black is doing, I'm not sure. The latest, developments in this line. At that time, Black was not okay, in this line, but maybe now it's okay.
No, it is theoretical isn't because I have a game from Ivan
White
Sokolov.
is better, yes.
Yes, and Vesel and Topolov, they on the liches they also require the computer analysis on the game
Yes.
after the game has been played.
Yes.
And as it is written, Ivan Sokolov played this game perfectly, and in each point of the game throughout the graphic, White has the lead. There are no points that Black is not even close to the equality.
So how come Black is playing such kind of variation? I cannot understand this.
So in this very position, the recommendation in the analysis is to play bishop f4 with the idea of queen a3, queen c5, or queen a3, queen
And not
a5.
taking on c5.
Yes,
C5, huh?
actually Ivan Sokolov took on c5, but it was regarded as a dubious move.
Really?
Yes, the idea was to play bishop f4, queen g2, queen a3, with the idea of queen a5 or queen takes c5.
Bishop f4, queen g2,
Queen g2, queen a3.
queen a3.
Uh-huh.
So what is the idea? Is taking on c5.
And play queen d6 check, or play queen a5 and queen b6. You just improve
queen a5.
threats slowly, and the evolution is like +1 throughout the computer analysis.
+1.
We don't use it, but it is just registered from the liches members.
Yeah, bishop f4, queen a3, good idea.
You are making the publicity of chess. Okay. So probably this is a nice line you showed us. Actually, it's nice to know that. Let's see if White knows all this stuff, because now I think White is thinking to take on c5 or to play to f4. Yes.
Yes, this is the dilemma of White's.
Right.
And actually, a couple of moves later, Black just took 30 minutes to play bishop takes c3. He thought 30 minutes for bishop takes c3.
What? Really?
Yes, a couple of moves before. On that point, bishop
Here.
takes c3. Yes, he spent 30 minutes, but this is the main line. They played this like 120
Maybe he doesn't
times.
remember this.
If you play such sharp positions,
Well,
you need to be ready.
Knight bd7 actually is not preferred at all.
Mhm.
This
Yeah.
line not preferred at all. So I don't think. Well, maybe he will save the game, but
Yeah.
not so easy position. Okay, we didn't check the second board of this match. What do you say? Let's go to this Cohen review.
For me, better to our team.
Okay, probably. Thank you, Jakub, for
Thank
coming
you
and joining us. Good luck today in your match. By the way, you are playing against?
Against
Which team?
just a moment.
Let's see here. Turkey girls is playing against Turkey girls.
Slovakia. You asked me directly, that's why I
forgot. Slovakia, Turkey girls.
Yes.
Slovakia, strong team.
Under Turquoise team won against them. It was nice.
Okay.
Under 12
yes,
players,
I know,
yes.
12, yes.
So,
okay,
we want again surprise.
Thank you for
joining
us. Okay, we check this game and then we give a short break. Maybe we check also the last board of this match.
After finishing the
yes, let's finish the Israel-Azerbaijan match. Okay, this is the position Süleymanlı Cohen Revivo.
Is this a kind of Benoni or
yes,
Benko?
Type of
no,
Benko.
This is the Benko, you know, with B6.
Yes,
because
you're right.
yes,
Benko,
B6.
Knight BD7, A4 takes.
Know.
This actually line of Benko usually not played anymore. I don't know why. G3 line is so popular usually against Benko that this line is forgotten.
If you want to refute a gambit, just accept it.
Yes.
Take all the pawns that
Bishop
is
A6,
offered. Knight B5. So this is the typical system with Knight E8 idea and Knight C7 idea.
Rook H3. Very
inventive stuff.
Very interesting. Rook A3, Rook H3. Very nice. I like it. Okay, Knight E8, Rook B1. This is also interesting. And now Knight A3, fixing.
I like White's position already. B3.
B3, Bishop C8.
You know, this is the type of.
The Rook is a little bit, I don't know, shaky there. Huh?
But Rook E3 seals the deal.
Rook E3. Okay, F5 and then.
You know, this is another type of preparation. Do not prepare move by move, but according to the general ideas. You know, White structurally studied this position. It is obvious, and you know the Rook A3 and Rook is just fluctuating on the E line or the third line is a idea of the preparation. You know, the E7 is too weak, and he will play Rook E1 and Bishop F1 simply.
Yes.
I like the preparation of Whites.
Yes. Okay. Erkin liked this line, so we can change the game. Okay, we go to the fourth board. Lior Musyuk is playing against Bugar Manafor from Azerbaijan. Let's go to Manafor Musyuk game. What's going on there? Let's see the opening. Bishop A4, Knight H4.
Oh, wow.
This is an early stage. Knight F6, Bishop F4, Knight. Did you see this?
No, you know, all the Azerbaijani players has really different openings than the others.
Well, it's nice actually. It looks like when you look at the board, look strange, strange looking.
It's funny looking, but logical.
Why not you say?
You know, it's a kind of a draw offered by repetition.
Why
if you play Bishop C1,
why should I
F6.
play Bishop C1? Of course not. Bishop G5 is logical, yes.
Okay.
G5, now E3. This is typical, this Bishop G5 lines, you know, Knight G7, Knight F5. Knight
how
G7.
About Knight G7 and
yeah,
Knight
this
F5?
is actually Knight G7 was possible, because if you want to take the bishop, but here I think you cannot take.
This is Bishop E5.
Yeah, because there is Bishop E5. But you can exchange still, you know, Bishop G7, you exchange the bishop, but you have a worse position, of course. Okay. Just to show the spectators, that's after F6,
you know, like Greco.
there is a mate here. So, okay, G5 and Knight F6, Bishop D6, Bishop D3.
There's no E4.
G4, interesting.
F3.
F3. Well, actually, what black did is okay. Looks okay. White looks like some kind of, I mean, grouping on e2, d3.
I think
Doesn't look very comfortable for white.
I actually like white's position.
Why you like white's position?
You know, because there are
Knight g3, knight f5.
and a3, e4, and d5. This is also the.
But now you cannot play knight g3 because d4 is hanging.
Probably black's idea is to push d5 immediately after a3, let's say d5.
Now what do you want to play? a3?
You know, to prepare e4.
Why not castle long?
Okay, and d5 again for black.
Castle long. d5, what's the threat? d2, e5. Wait. Bishop f2, black is the move.
Okay, d5 for black. Let's
You like d5?
Why not? Because I also want to play e4, and if you take d, and now your e3 pawn is the weak.
Yes, of course. d5 looks like a good move. Maybe I have to play bishop f5.
Okay.
With this
Castle.
white squares, I want to castle long.
Castle's long.
Castle
And I'll
long.
take it to rook if you take on d7.
Castle short.
Also down. Rook h to e8.
h2, now I can play knight g3. I can play from this white squares.
You know, white has the flexible pawn chain. In each piece are behind on the pawn.
Difficult to play for both sides. Not so easy. But I don't like this d5. I'm not sure. Maybe it's still possible, but bishop f2. What about taking on d4? How do you take this?
Most probably with the e pawn.
If you take with this, I have
Knight
knight
b4.
b4. So maybe if you take with e pawn, then I'm okay, because I don't like this.
Oh, you play knight d5?
Huh?
Knight d5?
No,
No,
I
it's
have
not.
to castle first.
Castles? Okay, castles.
You castle long. Maybe we'll play what do I play?
Rook h to e8, rook h to e1, and queen f8.
You want to go there. The queen is the problem, yes?
Yes, I will solve it like
Here, and
queen f8.
But again, this
Knight g3.
white square problem is always there. Some kind
And
of,
they play some moves.
the Azerbaijan captain is there.
Ferid
Abbasov.
Abbasov.
Yes. He is checking the game. The position. Well, it's actually not bad for white. Some slight advantage with this, f5 square. I think slight advantage. Okay, maybe now a short break. We'll be together with other matches to come. We have a very exciting match: United States of America versus Uzbekistan, last year's champion. They had two grandmasters, and then Czech Republic versus China, Bulgaria versus Colombia, Turkey white versus Canada, Greece versus Turkey red. All these matches are waiting for us. Dear chess friends, we are back again. We go directly to the match between United States and Uzbekistan. As we all know, Uzbekistan is the last year's champions. So this year, maybe they are 1 point away of the lead of this tournament, but they are climbing the stairs, to the top. So they are facing now United States of America. On the first port of America, Josiah Sterman, a FIDE master, is against Nodirbek Abdusattarov, 2608, very strong grandmaster of Uzbekistan. Let's see the opening.
There are only 2 grandmasters in the event, and 2 of them was playing in behalf of Uzbekistan.
Yes.
Okay, bishop c3, this is the typical idea, and rook b8 is an interesting move. Actually, it is not the theoretically most played move. Instead, there's e5.
Yes,
castles e5 and
interesting idea. C5,
sacrificing a pawn, and he's taken back. Bishop b7, c4, knight a5. Wow,
D5.
Nice tactical move, e5.
Yes, okay, d5, c6, x takes, queen takes. So black has won a pawn. I don't understand this.
just because white played rook a to c1.
Is there some kind of bishop d6 move?
Actually, they played a couple of moves more. If you receive the moves, yes.
What did they play?
What did they play? I'm just checking.
Yes, I see it. I see it. Takes, queen b2, queen b7, and bishop d6 now. Now he saw this probably. He wants to take on
e5.
e5. Actually, he played good. White played nice opening. You know, this position.
Actually,
if bishop takes on e5 looks like much better position for black. For white, sorry.
What did black play?
Rook c8.
Rook c8. You know, natural move.
Sorry, rook d8.
But I was thinking about rook c8 because there is a, you know, can you take it back? Rook c8. I was thinking about. If bishop e5, then knight c4. There's knight c4, and rook takes c4. Interestingly enough, and bishop takes f6. Rook takes c4, and bishop takes f6. But it is not, you know, threatening with anything.
Why didn't play this?
After rook c8, you know, is there any other move? For example, take first on c8, but it is not working. Yes, take c8 on first, and you play queen takes e5 maybe. But there's also still knight to c4.
Yes, takes c8.
But maybe queen c8. But there's knight e5. No, queen c8 is not possible. There's knight c5, knight e5. So,
okay. So
probably this is happening.
Rook d8.
Rook d8.
Now white is thinking to take.
Or play rook to c7. This is also a nice move.
Yes, rook c7 also
there
possible.
are, yes, two possible moves.
Rook c7, maybe rook takes d6, no?
You sacrifice your queen, but there's, yeah, you are taking too much pieces.
Yes.
This is not possible.
So bishop takes e5.
It is not possible either because rook d1 and knight c4. Rook d1, knight c4.
Yes, it's not. What?
Rook d1, knight c4 for black. Is actually getting a piece.
You want to take on c4. Yes. This is
it means a piece.
Okay, so what to do now?
Rook d8 is actually a nice move.
So maybe this is not right, what white did.
Your problem
c4 is a threat. I don't understand this.
You know, he really quickly played bishop d6 in 30 seconds. He played bishop to d6 in 30 seconds, according to the chess 24's notation table.
Well, I don't know if he cannot take on e5, then why he sacrificed this pawn. Maybe it's not right what he did. Starman didn't play very accurately this opening.
Maybe impatiently.
So black looks okay.
Black looks more than okay.
Yes, okay. Let's go to the second board. Sindarov is playing white versus Ivan K from United States. Sindarov K game. Let's see what's going on here. Sindarov is white. Okay. Berlin
D3.
defense d3 and c3, bishop d7.
You know, Steins used to play it without castling. There's the idea of h4, Steins versus Chigorin.
Knight d4, okay, takes,
a4, nice move. b4.
Interesting.
You know, white plays in style.
Knight d7.
Knight d4, intermezzo.
Knight d4.
And they played a couple of moves after knight d4. Actually, knight takes e5 for black. Knight takes e5 has been played. And
f4.
No, b5.
B5.
And c5.
c5 has been played? He will take on a6, I think.
Or play f4.
He looks like he will.
Maybe or f4.
Looks like he's going to take.
There's also f4.
He took, yes.
He took on
a6. C takes d4.
No, you played c4.
Sorry. C takes d4.
Can you take on bishop d4 because there is knight f3? Is there some compensation? I think no.
He took on d4.
Okay, there is no compensation, you thought. Probably is right. I don't think black has the compensation either. After knight f3, it doesn't mean it's fighting, I think. So white is a pawn up for timing, but a6 is also weak. Despite the weaknesses, I believe that white has the clear edge because there's knight e3, knight d5. Also, you know, the c file is open and the d6 pawn is weak. That brings white a subtle advantage. Knight f3, queen f3, bishop d4, and rook c1.
Rook c1.
I also prevent queen c8, but there's not queen d7. f5. I will play rook c4, or no, it is not possible. Maybe rook e2 instead of rook c4. Rook e2, just defend f2. Simply. Now that is a good position for white. Okay, now ef, because rook on a8 is on pre. ef.
Oh.
And queen d5 check. If you want to take with the queen, you know, white is also ready to play for the end game.
Yes, maybe slight advantage, but here maybe queen d7.
Now rook c4. I was prepared against rook c4 and doubled my rooks on the c file. Or play knight e3. This is even better. Yes, knight e3 is even better.
Yes, looks like white is better, you're right. Okay, so white looks better here on the first and second board against United States of America. On the third board, Balai Dagubati versus Ali Kasimov from Uzbekistan. Dagubati, Kasimov, let's see.
Richter Rauser. You know, this Danko Kozul is playing it recently for many times. This is the modern way of handling Rauser. It used to be rook c8, queen a5.
The most classical line, yes.
Queen f6. Okay, gf6 was the other move. Queen d8. I think gf6 was better instead of queen f6.
Yes, probably.
Queen a5. Too many moves with the queen. Bishop c4.
Too many moves, yes. How many moves?
1, 2, 3, 4. But black is kind of okay. Black has the bishop pair. They played queen f4. Yes. Now again, you know, there's a triangle with the queen b4, queen a5, and queen b6.
Yeah, you're right.
A couple of more moves with the queen.
Young players, they like to play with the queens.
But the position is not that bad for black, but white is, you know, having the upper hand because rook h e1 and knight d4 is guaranteeing an edge for white. Knight d4, possibly. Take, you play c3, you play rook f1 with the ideas of f e6. That's c3, typical one. Maybe b4. I don't know.
Not so easy.
Because black has the bishop pair always.
Okay, so we'll see. This is not so easy game for both sides, but let's go to the last board of United States. Marta Samadashvili is playing, so they decided to make her play finally. Because she was not playing. Yes, I didn't see her play.
I'm checking. She's playing her third game in the 5 rounds. So she played against Hong Kong in round 3 and against Moldova in round 4.
Then she was playing. So this is the last one she's playing. She needs to play 3 rounds. Yes?
This is the Milner-Berry attack for white. Actually, Madaminov won a spectacular game against Govhar Beyduleva in the game Azerbaijan with the same opening. So black is seemingly well prepared. A3, knight g4, f3, e5. Okay, normal moves. Fg. Oh.
Such a tactical line.
And e4.
What's this? I don't like what white is doing.
Me either.
Why is playing so tactical? I don't understand. He didn't castle. He doesn't have the black bishop. I mean, on e3. How is he planning to attack here? I don't see any attack.
But the position is
What about, for example,
kind of dangerous
if I
for
play
white.
d4, let's say.
Okay. Knight a4.
Not knight
Yes.
a4,
Why
this
not?
is Knight a4. Why not?
I want to play. Yes. Queen takes g5.
White take.
Queen h5. Why not?
Queen h5. Maybe look for something.
And bishop g4 now.
No, maybe bishop c4.
Bishop c4 check. Bishop
And
e6.
then it's not working.
And take castles. No problem.
No, it's not good, yes. So black has to be careful here.
Not so easy.
Not so easy, yeah, you're right.
You know, Madaminov is always preferring the double-edged positions like this. He's always trying to play tactically. I like his style. So far, it has just proven that it pays off.
Yeah. Okay, maybe white is still doing fine. Didn't look so fine, but let's go to. We finished this match. Let's go to Greece versus Turkey red. Okay, the Greece also is very strong team, and on Turkey red first board is playing Tuna Onat Nalbant versus Dimitris Alexakis. Dimitris Alexakis is playing with white pieces. Okay, let's see this. Dimitris Alexakis is a FIDE master, but he has a
Really high elo.
very strong elo, 24.59, and Tuna Onat Nalbant 24.01. He is international master. Bishop g5, e6.
Najdorf. Again, a poisoned pawn. Let's play.
a4.
Queen b6. Yes. a3. You know, a3 is the modern line compared with the old queen d2 stuff. Because there's knight a4. Queen is trapped. Knight b3.
Takes. And what's the problem with black? I don't understand.
I think black is comfortably equalizing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
King
think
e7.
white played badly the opening.
No, I particularly don't like bishop takes c3. Let's put it.
Why you don't like?
Because you know
He's
d6 pawn
destroying
is,
the pawn chain,
d6 pawn is always weak. But
but this is not weak.
okay, and I understand. Okay, a4, rook a5, rook c5. Now
Yeah,
I
yeah.
start to like black's position. Black wants
Yeah,
to play
black is
a4,
okay, yes.
rook a5, rook c5.
Bishop d7, bishop e8 also is possible.
Bishop d7, there's rook
Yeah,
takes
but
c6.
after a4 you will not play knight a1. You will play knight d2. So
Okay.
you afterwards
comes
I
to
will
the
play
same
bishop d7, bishop c6, and then I don't think I have any problem with this.
I changed my mind. Yes,
Yes, of
you are
course.
right. Black is better.
Black
Mhm.
is much better, I think, with this pawn chain. Then on the, probably come to the C line, and white probably should be very careful. Maybe he will not lose, but this is black who is playing to win.
Yes, there are no chances for
Yes.
white to
For
force
such
win.
kind of pawn structure, I think she misplayed white this opening.
You know, he needs to act tactically. Can he try c4, a4, and c5? Let's see.
Yes, maybe, but still.
But probably no, because AB and CB, and there is rook takes a3. Suddenly rook comes into play.
Yes. Okay, this is not a good position for white. And let's go to second board. Spiropoulos Nikolaos from Greece, FIDE Master 2409 versus Enes Tanrıverdi, another FIDE Master from Turkey.
Enes is actually waiting for the approval of the FIDE committee to become an IM. He already completed his norms and the
Really?
ELO.
I didn't know. He is international master already.
He becomes in the next term.
So this is the Stonewall variation.
You know, for white there is new idea. Can you take a move back?
What is this?
This is the idea is, you know, if black tries to mate black white as usually in the Stonewall, white don't castles. You know, white plays knight c3, queen b3, and bishop f4. You don't castle g4 and h4. You turn the tables and try to mate black as white.
I don't understand.
The
What
idea,
do you play now?
knight c3,
Yes. Bishop g2.
bishop d6 in the
Bishop
game.
d6, let's say.
Knight c3, c6.
Yes.
You play bishop f4.
Okay.
This is usual. Bishop takes f4, gf4, knight d7, or castles, queen b3, black castles, and you play e3. Your idea is to play knight e5, h4, h5. If you need castles or not.
Long castle.
You play on the both flanks.
Okay.
It's actually one interesting
Maybe,
idea.
Maybe, yes. Okay, so let's go to the game. In the game, they played
Regular fashion.
b3 and bishop b2.
Queen c1 or not? Okay, this is another idea. Knight e5.
All these moves.
This is the modern way of handling the Stonewall as black. You put your bishop on b7 and a5. You are trying to play c5.
b4. What's this? B4.
Understandable? But isn't b4 weak after I take and I play queen d2? Let's say knight takes b4, a b4, and queen d2. Why not?
Knight takes b4, a4, queen d2.
Maybe bishop a5.
Bishop a5. Looks very dubious, but
Maybe knight e5.
whatever.
Because you can take ba. Knight e5 to prevent knight e4. And you know, I will slowly play. Yes, knight e5. Knight e4 and bishop e4, and play bishop d4 and slowly get the b pawn. Take with the bishop.
Maybe I don't take. Why should I take queen d4?
He wants to play knight c3.
f3 is possible.
No, he wants to play knight c3.
I see.
But maybe rook c2 and a3. Okay, rook c2
No, why not take?
and b4. Oh yes,
Yes.
this is even better. Bishop c7 and f4.
No, I don't need to play f4. I can take on c3.
This is also even
Yes.
possible.
Well, anyway, this doesn't look good for black. I don't
Because
know
b4 is weak.
why he played this kind of. Knight b4. Looks very artificial, this line. What do you think?
Exactly.
This pawn is very weak. As you said, after knight e5, white looks much better here. I will play also knight d3, or I don't know.
Queen d4,
Maybe
knight
at some
d3.
point, a3. I don't know. Maybe
Or bishop
maybe,
d4
maybe.
a3. Bishop d4 a3.
A bishop d4 a3. Yes, and this doesn't look good for black. Okay, let's go to
The third board
Katopodis, Dimitrios Katopodis,
versus Akın
FIDE
Kızılkuş.
Master 2353. Akın Kızılkuş, also FIDE Master from Turkey 2381. Versus Katopodis, Kızılkuş.
He has the better pawn structure, but let's see.
Here's also some.
London's also similar with the London's. You know, I don't understand why white indulges in such positions.
Yeah, it's very actually interesting. I didn't see such kind of opening. Did you see?
No.
Knight takes and
Actually, white wants to stay with the d pawn. After c5, he plays either with d5 or c3.
Black has no problems
At all, whatsoever.
On the 10th move or something.
You know, the action of queen c7, as you showed in the Belarus game, he exactly played in this fashion.
Yeah.
Queen c7, rook d8, knight f4.
Yes. Yeah, but this with exchanging everything, like in Kızıl Kuş, I don't know why he's exchanging everything. He exchanged everything.
Black is definitely better.
Bishop e3, this is also strange.
Okay.
Why bishop e3 anyway?
Rook a7.
Yes.
Interesting. I wouldn't weaken my last rank without no visible reasons. But okay, rook b7 maybe. Probably rook b7.
Mm-hmm.
And I will threat with rook takes e2. Yeah, rook takes e3. King f2 or no? No, rook f5 check, queen is lost. Rook d3 or take first. Rook b6 and rook d3 next. Okay, king h7. I'll take with tempo or king f2, rook f5, rook f5, yes, and b4. I like black's position, you know, the threat is to play b4. Okay, rook goes to d7 is also a dynamic approach. Can I take or should I play rook f5? If rook f5, king f2.
And then I take.
But yes, I also don't like the position for black after rook f5 because there is knight g3. And you're condemned to play rook f6, which is kind of ugly move.
So maybe it is not right, but rook b7.
Okay, what to do else?
I don't know.
In any case, he will play, you know, queen d8. Maybe rook b8, queen b8. Let's see.
Check.
Now I defend the 7th rank with the rook on a7. Okay, queen b8. Give check, take. I play king h7. Okay, exchange a pair of rooks. Take. f5. f2. Maybe b4. This is probably cool as well.
Yeah, maybe if I take.
Maybe a knight d4 maybe.
Wait, can I come here?
But there is rook a5. If you play like that.
Rook a5.
But after knight d4 instead of
rook a5, but I have knight d4.
Maybe king g8, yes, knight e6 and bishop b2. This is again playable.
Maybe you're holding. Okay, so probably equal. Okay, this looks equal position. Looks like an equal position.
But black needs to play carefully.
Yeah, but still. Last move is this. What is the position? Last position.
He played rook b7.
Your move. Okay.
But we have doubts about it after queen d8.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, yes, maybe check. Yes, this one.
They can check.
We
have doubts.
Bishop f8. We didn't check this one.
How about rook a8? Rook takes a5 and rook e3. Okay. Now it is understandable. Take.
Takes and then
rook e3.
Rook e3, bishop c5 also is possible, but rook e3 better.
Probably because
now
with the threat.
And then I play
also bishop c5 is a threat.
Very active.
King f1 and b4.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay. Really active.
Okay. So Turkey.
Last board Işıkcan versus Shatsilev.
Shatsilev.
It was half written.
Shatsilev.
Wow, such a position. This is the Nimzovich Rubinstein. Knight f6, knight e5. Wow, seems like a good preparation by white because this position is so glamorously looking.
That's an interesting position.
Knight b5, knight a6. Yeah, it seems that white just escapes with the piece or not.
I'm not sure.
Because bishop d6 is a threat. After bishop f4 there is knight h5. If you take with the bishop on f6 there is gf6.
Gf6, yes. So it's difficult for actually white.
It is not that easy that it seems to be, but you still can play bishop to f4 because after knight h5, queen g4, knight takes f4, queen takes f4, bishop d6, and there's knight takes e6 check with the idea of knight d8.
What do you play now?
Bishop f4, knight h5, queen g4, knight takes f4, queen takes f4, and bishop d6 probably is not possible because knight takes e6 check, and king g8. It still continues. King g8.
Let's take first.
Okay, knight takes c7. But if you take
or
first,
maybe not take first.
Yes, I will escape through to b5. So king g8 is a necessity. So now have to stop the bishop d6.
Good question.
Aha, take and
bishop
queen c7.
Queen C7.
Wow.
And bishop a8.
No. At least
Resigns.
You know, it
Two
seems
bishops.
that white has some hard time on holding the knights.
Yes. So I don't know what's going on here.
h6, a simple move.
Looks like white has got the exchange, but how to go away with these knights? The problem is that you cannot hold these knights together. Where is the Shukchan? I don't know.
Is he on the board or no? He's supposed to be on the board because according to chess 24 now he's some time to play. It's why it's
What did he play?
He didn't play anything.
Ah, he didn't play yet.
Yes, so far.
And no, but
Can we see?
is this third or no? In the
He's
fourth
playing
board?
on the fourth board.
Ah,
So he's probably on the board and his opponent
Ismail, where's
is.
the fourth board? Can we see the fourth board?
You know, there is a corner. On the corner, we can see Işıkcan with the black suit.
Okay. No, not black. The red one.
Yes, this. I thought you know the front
No,
was not
No, this
Okay.
is with the glasses.
with the glasses on the last board,
Yes.
and he's thinking.
Did he play something? I don't know.
It is 16 minutes for white for Işıkcan and 33 minutes for Shatsilev.
He found a good idea actually. Left area. What to do with black here?
It's hard to suggest a move for Işıkcan. Really hard to suggest.
Okay, so maybe we go to
the Olympiads.
Olympiads. Yes, today not the Olympiads but the European Championship. Today we want to check also the European Championship matches of Turkey. Of course, Turkish team is playing also at
The Greek team.
at the European Championship versus Greece. So let's see these games. How is Turkey is doing versus Greece? On the first board of Turkey, Dragan Solak is playing versus
Mastro
Dimitrios
Vasilis.
Mastrovasilis. Actually, normally Papaioannou, Yanis Papaioannou is playing, but in this tournament Yanis is not playing very well. He lost some games. Probably
He is out of shape.
He doesn't feel well. He's out of shape. He probably didn't want to play. I don't know why. He doesn't play today. Okay, so let's see the opening here. Karakan is the favorite defense of Dragan Solak. Actually, Dragan Sholak. I'm saying Solak, but Dragan Sholak is playing versus Mastrovasilis. This is interesting line. I don't know.
A really typical
this
pawn structure.
Bishop f5 and Queen f3. Very interesting. Did you see such kind of move?
No, for the first time, definitely.
Yes, e6 and knight e2. Takes and then Queen d5, c5.
He managed to exchange, but white still has the bishop pair.
Yeah, bishop pair, yes.
That guarantees a small but stable advantage for white.
Yes.
But not now things has been changed because black's pieces are having some activity.
Okay, so
c6
the majority on the queen side and some activity also for white. Black has a nice bishop on d4. You can just fix this bishop with e5 on d4, but the c6 move might be dangerous. I'm not sure it's dangerous or not.
Probably not right now.
Maybe not shown right now, yes. Yeah, with careful play, black should hold this position.
Probably after king b8, there is rook c8, rook c7. He just prevents the white's pawn from advancing. Yes, he's probably holding the position.
Yes, okay. I don't know about the times, but 38 minutes looks for black, for white. So we'll see. Let's go to the second board of this match. On the second board, Mustafa Yılmaz is playing versus Banikas. Okay, Banikas also is very strong grandmaster from Greece. They almost have the same elo, 25.95, 25.97. Mustafa, let's see what he is doing. But I think there is some, okay, very tactical position.
The line I like for black, bishop a6 is always dynamic.
a3, b4,
c5, bishop c4. Black played well. Rook c8, h5. It's really dynamic for both sides. Knight e2, cd4, bishop d4, bishop c5 takes, knight b3. Okay, d4. Rook e5, e2 is weak, and knight c5, knight takes e5, bc5, d4 pawn is protected. Probably queen b6 or knight d5, yes, knight d5, e3, d, f4, probably an exchange is probably sacrificed in this moment. Rook takes c4, g6, queen takes c4, but white is...
They made so many moves.
White is not that bad, white is having a grip on defensive lines, but black needs to improve his position.
Why did he sacrifice this f-pawn? I don't understand.
Is there some weaknesses in the king's side?
Did he need to sacrifice f5?
Probably no, but why not? Because h5 is simultaneously weakened.
Yes, but at one point black can play f4. Then it will be dangerous.
Also,
and also he's this, I don't know.
I can't see a obvious way to improve position for both sides. Half for white and half for black.
Yes, true.
Another draw?
I don't know.
Hard to tell.
Maybe I can sacrifice back with rook takes e3 or something.
If you sacrifice back,
rook takes e3.
will your king side weak? Because after I have
Instead
always...
of, for example, f4 here. Why? I could have taken...
Second back.
Maybe here no. Takes,
no, you can't, because there's
yes,
queen.
I can.
It
Why not?
defines
why
a...
not taking here? I don't understand.
It defines a defender
Queen
advantage.
takes,
Is this enough to win?
Queen c7. Queen e7. This rook ending maybe draw, huh? Takes, and then rook c4.
Rook c4, rook takes
So it
f7,
doesn't-
rook takes
maybe it's
f7.
draw. Because 3 to 2 in the end it will be 3
Yes.
to 2. So probably it doesn't work. But f5, I don't know. I don't like this f5. Queen c7 has been played. So probably he wants to play at some point f4.
For
But
this,
still white of course is playing to win this.
yes, because third board Greece won a game against Emre Can.
Really?
That's why white has to win this game
Emre
to
Can
make
lost?
the things
I
balanced.
didn't know
Mhm.
that. Emre Can with white pieces lost. I don't
Yes.
have the game here. I'm
this is the
checking
Can.
another check. Can.
Their
Rüştük
surname
Can.
is the same.
The Halkias is one against Emre Can.
Wow, king
He's
is
been
made it. King h4, queen
made it.
g5.
Let's see how the game
Symmetrical
progress.
English.
e3.
You know, for black, I don't like this line because knight c6 is open to the temples, like d5 or
Yeah.
so. Actually, it is only white who is pushing in this line, despite black has the bishop there. Knight d4, knight e4. He lost a piece. Yes, Emre Can blundered a piece
Yes.
after taking knight
He's
d4.
taking back, but it's very bad. What's going on here?
He's lost. f4.
Yes. So
Knight check.
how he blunders a piece in the opening? I don't understand this. Let's see this.
Bishop d2, and he thought that he can take over d4, but it turned out his pieces are on pin.
Yes,
Yes, there's knight e4.
He cannot go, huh?
After queen d5, let's say,
What's going on? Queen d5. Bishop
there is
takes.
bishop takes and bishop takes.
Bishop takes. Knight takes. Queen takes. So what?
And then what? Wait, what? Can you take a couple of moves back? Knight e4, queen d5. You want to play knight f6 check at some moment, but why?
Maybe he doesn't like this position, no? Takes.
But he's not a piece down compared with
Takes.
others.
Knight f6 check. What is not a
Bishop
piece
takes
down?
f6.
Bishop takes. Bishop takes.
He is also getting mated in this very
No,
line.
but how is he
No.
made it?
Rook takes and bishop somewhere. And he's a
Bishop
pawn
somewhere.
up. He's a pawn up.
But maybe he didn't like this.
Why?
Because he's losing some pawns. Rook
Okay, but it
e7.
is better than being
Yeah,
a piece
of course,
down.
much better.
Mhm.
You're right. Yeah, I don't think it will be lost, yes? So why didn't he like, he just, I don't understand. Takes. He
Maybe-
thought maybe he could take back the piece, huh?
With the c5.
c5.
But it turned out there is knight f6
Check.
check. And you take the piece
Queen
exactly
e2.
like
Maybe
queen
he missed
e5.
this move.
Because rook b8 is hanging. Hard to see
He missed this
beforehand.
move, yes.
Probably hard to see beforehand.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes, okay, so 1-0 for Greece. On the last board, who is playing on the last board? Batuhan Daştan versus Mastro Vasilis. Batuhan.
Pawns are equal, but I rather
Let's
like
see.
white's position in the end game. Take. Wow. Classical Scotch gambit. Queen c2, queen b3. All of them are theoretical stuff. But f6 then, and takes. How about the end game? I like the white's chances.
How do you win this?
Really hard,
So
but
difficult.
You know, I
d4 is always weak.
pawn majority.
d4 is always
G4,
weak.
knight
Yes,
f3.
but I don't like this position. And the king's position also is passive. You cannot move. It's not winning at all to me. So maybe on the second board, as you said,
Turkey has some
Mustafa
chances.
has to try to win,
For the win.
because otherwise it looks like first board if it's draw, and this looks draw. Only the chance is on the second board.
To make the
Otherwise,
game
they are
even.
going to lose this match. So we finish these games. I don't know which game we will look. Russia, Armenia. What do you say? Let's check Russia, Armenia.
From the European team game.
No,
or
here.
yes.
Russia,
Okay.
Armenia. Here, Russia on the first board. Murzin Vorodar versus Mamikon Garibyan. Let's see this match between Russia and Armenia. Murzin Garibyan. Okay. Okay, looks very drawish, huh? Murzin. Two bishops.
Let's check it.
Everything seems to be.
Pawn structure is better of
I
white.
don't see anything.
But is this even enough
Yeah, also
to force the event?
Yes, this is totally equal. Okay, let's go to the second board. Makaryan, Rudik, Varsegyan, Armen. Okay, Varsegyan, Armen. Varsegyan, Makaryan. Oh,
This is a rook and
time
game.
Varsegyan, Armen, I think, is winning because it looks like an exchange up, also a pawn up.
Yes.
Looks
Which
like
means too much.
Totally winning. Ismail, is this the match? America, Armenia. Can we show this match? Armenia, America. Sorry, Armenia, Russia. Sorry, not America.
Armenia, Russia
the
is,
second board, Armenia is
they are
winning.
playing on the board 9.
Board
Yes,
nine.
board 9.
Okay, let's go to third board. On the third board, Kirill Shubin versus Tigran Sargsyan. Okay, this is the position. This one also looks very drawish.
It's the Carlsbad pawn structure. You know,
Yes, but
Uh,
it's fixed cars, but
ye-
you cannot make any.
yesterday
progress.
Mr. Ferit Abbasov also mentioned that the most important pawn structure that everybody should know is the Carlsbad.
Yes, but here you cannot make the minority attack with b5, a5, b4 because you pushed a4, and now everything is blocked on the queen side. There is no, pawn break on the queen side, so it's not so easy to find an advantage for both sides.
But black has the clear plan of playing knight d6, knight f6, and knight e4.
Yes, but I don't know.
Does it
then what?
bring any advantage?
Yes, but then what?
Maybe
How
f6
do you make progress?
and g5, you know,
Yes,
the standard moves.
Yes, okay, maybe.
And equal.
It's black who is playing, yes?
Mhm.
Okay, so probably Armenia is fine on the third board as well. Let's go to the fourth board.
It already drawn.
Garifulina Leia versus Gevorgian Albert is draw.
Yes.
So it's okay. Russia is not in a good situation versus Armenia. So let's check this another match. Turkey White
versus Canada.
versus Canada. Let's go to this match. On the first board of Turkey,
Emirhan Tarlabaşı.
Tuna Onat Nalbant.
No.
Sorry,
Emirhan
Emirhan Tarlabaşı is playing.
Against Rohan Talukdağ from Canada.
Okay, Tarlabaşı.
And Talukdağ. Yes.
Okay, this is the position now. Last
Interesting.
move, Knight f6.
Rohan won against Tuna Onat
Not
Nalbant,
this
as
one.
I remember.
Ismail, not this one. We changed the Turkey White versus Canada number 6. Turkey White.
Is this the
Number
board?
6. Okay, knight e4, knight f6. What do you think?
Now, you know, for a quick assessment, there is open h-line, but there is gonna be no mate in h-line. Queen is on working like a bishop on g7, fianchetto with queen, let's say. Pawn on d6 is rather weak, and is about to fall if white cannot improve pieces onto the defense of the d6 square. And also, white is actually behind in development in some sense. Maybe white only tries to play take and queen h6, but there's queen g7. I think black has some advantage in this position. Despite white looks active, I think black has the advantage.
Yes, maybe. Looks actually interesting, but as you said, black has the lead in development, so this actually is important, because the more I look at the position, the more I don't like white's position.
Me either.
The H line is open, but what does it give? I am not sure. What about maybe knight takes f6?
Queen f6.
Queen f6. But then you attack on f3. Maybe it's not the move. Maybe you have to find something else.
You know?
Can I play knight g5 here?
Here.
Knight g5.
After knight f6.
Yes, after knight f6.
Knight g5. How about bishop d5? Simply.
Bishop d5.
Yes.
Bishop d5.
And I will take the pawn.
But maybe now queen
f4.
f4.
How about rook to e8 or stuff like that? Yes, rook to e8. Actually, there are some moves in the board, and yes,
not in this board. This is not the board.
According to the regime, it is the board.
No. This is different. This is Greece. What?
This is the correct board.
This is you are showing not Greece, this one, huh? Okay.
Black took over e4
So
in the camera, but there's somebody who just obstructing our view.
Knight f6, white played
g5. Yes, knight takes e4.
Knight takes e4, f takes e4. Yeah, maybe this is also
actually white improved this position.
How he improved? I am still behind the development. So
yes, but black cannot use the f5 and d5 squares, and g5 cannot be disrupted in any way. So it's a slight improvement for white, but nevertheless, as you pointed out, black's position is still better. With the ideas of knight g4, queen e5, you know, knight f2, and rook takes e6, probably knight g4 is the next move of black's, in any case. But it is white's move.
no, it's black's move.
Okay, then knight g4.
I was thinking to play knight queen.
This is also a simple approach. Okay.
Take it with e4, okay.
I want to play knight f2.
Maybe.
Queen e5. I'm simplifying the position, because on the old endings I would probably get to d pawn and g5 and e4 as well. For example, you take and play rook h2 and rook d2. You are holding for the time being, but not so much. Take rook h2.
Why rook h2?
Rook d2 against rook d7.
Why not this and doubling?
Can you get the mate? Wow. Maybe knight g4 again. Interesting.
Bishop h3.
Okay, rook d7.
What's going on? Take.
Bishop g4.
You will play bishop h5.
And hold position. And now rook e8 is my friend.
Maybe I'll play this first.
Okay, bishop h5.
And then here.
And rook e8. E8, not d8. Rook e8. To prevent knight f4. rook e8, and rook e6 is my idea. Okay, rook takes e6, e4. Okay, rook e1 check. Now gh5. So I think there is no problem after rook e6.
Yes, maybe.
He played rook d2. Rook d7, rook d2.
Yes.
It's
You want to
rook
play
h2.
h2, yeah, well, maybe white some dangerous problem. Yeah, black has to be careful.
Because there is rook h2, queen f4.
Rook h2.
You know.
Also queen c3 maybe.
Also. And rook h8 take.
Some attack. Yes.
Interesting position.
Okay.
Actually, Emran is fighting back.
Yes. So let's go to the second board of Turkey. Ahmet Utku Üzümcü versus Lemieux Sean Rodrigue. Lemieux Sean Rodrigue.
Ahmet is a piece up.
Where is this?
And he's about to win.
Lemieux, where is he? Cannot find the game.
Let me check.
Here. Rodrigue.
You know, on the
Ahmet
last
is
move.
piece up.
Yes, interestingly enough, yes, on the last move. Okay, take. And he played knight e2 instead of rook f7 check. Because there's a mate.
Rook
f7 was not possible.
Takes.
That's what I wanted to show.
Oh, okay. Takes, knight e2.
So how about queen e6? Is about to be lost.
Yeah, what is this? Ahmet is black. So winning, yeah?
Yes, knight f4 and queen e4. Queen e4.
Yes.
Simply enough. Knight takes e3, rook d2, knight d3. All of the cards are on the hands of black.
Totally winning.
Totally winning.
Okay, so this is also winning. This not also. This game looks like winning for white.
And black.
And sorry, winning for black. And let's go to Kaan Aydin Çelebi versus Nicolas Vettese. On this game, what's going on? Aydin Çelebi versus Vettese. Okay, Vettese, maybe Vettes, not Vettese, but
like Vettese is also possible. Another pronunciation.
Vettese. Knight e5.
Okay, logical enough. He wants to play some, let's say, knight d4 at some moment, but I don't know if it is ever possible. Maybe if it's probably a precaution against white's threat of b4. You know, if you play b4, there's knight c4.
Here I prefer black.
You prefer?
Black looks more active.
Yes, it seems so, but white needs to exchange. Probably rook takes d8 and rook d1. Just exchange the pieces.
Yeah, you want to exchange, okay.
This is the only logical continuation.
Maybe it's equal, huh?
Trying to equalize. Because knight d4 this is not possible.
Let's say queen e8.
Okay, you don't want to exchange. Then I play a3. Maybe a5 you play, just to prevent b4. Simple moves. And what to do with white? Queen c3. Oh no, it is not possible. Knight f3 check. King h1 to prepare queen c3. Probably king h1. You know, white is not losing right now, but on boards, Ahmed's board on the second board, they are playing some quick moves, and it is. Yes, it is done.
Not
black
this
one.
Is the second board, I think.
On the second board, yes.
He resigned. Okay. Turkey has won on the second board. So this one, of course, looks like maybe equal. So let's go to the last board. Kim Barış Özenir is playing for Turkey, FIDE Master 2274 versus a woman international master, Svetlana Demchenko. versus Ekin Barış Özenir.
And the position is really complicated.
Really?
Yes, but black is actually winning, I guess. Black is actually really close to be winning.
Close to winning?
Because he simply plays queen d4. And play, stuff like rook goes to e8 or so.
Last move,
Queen f3.
Exchange up, position is much better.
And there's a pawn on e2.
Queen d4 check, for example, what are you going to do?
King g2, and you play simply
Queen d2, Queen g2.
both rook e3 and rook e8 are working. Probably rook e3 is more direct because you want to play queen e4 check.
Maybe this is only move.
Yes, and queen e4.
Queen e4.
You slowly improve the position. King g1, and you play rook to e8.
Rook takes h2.
And this is also even possible. And this is
Maybe
also
king h2.
King h2 and rook e8 to prepare rook f3. Yes, you want to play rook f3.
This is
next.
totally winning.
This is also totally winning.
Also king g7 and rook h8 is possible. Oh, totally winning. Okay, so in Turkey looks like winning versus Canada because last board and second board already won. The last board is winning, so first board has a good position. I think they are almost winning.
Probably.
So maybe we give a short break now, and after the short break, the final session. Dear chess friends, we are back again. I have a guest. She is the Women Commission Secretary and also Women Grandmaster from Azerbaijan, Ilaha Kadimova. Welcome, Miss.
Thanks for
Mrs.
inviting me.
Ilaha.
Yes.
Mrs. or Miss? Are you married?
Well, it's a secret.
Okay. Okay, Miss Ilaha Kadimova. Okay, so first of all, before we start our commentary together, I know that you have a chess career. Can you tell us about your chess career?
Well, I used to have it. I was professional for, let's say, 15 years almost. And I left my chess when I was really strong. I would say I was 12 in the world. So at that time, I was on the crossroads, what to choose, to be a diplomat or to continue with the chess. So I chose the first. And
you wanted to become a diplomat?
Well, I was working already in the ministry,
okay.
but I had to go to work abroad. So I chose to work in our representation to the European community in Belgium. And so I moved to Brussels. Well, I never left chess. Honestly, it's impossible. It's a disease. It stays with you forever. So it's impossible to leave chess. And I know so many examples when people, they leave chess for some short period of time, but then they always find a way to go back.
They come back.
Always, always. It's impossible, really, believe me. Even my coach, I have been trained by one of the best coaches, it's Shirshevsky. So he was my coach. Because of him, I moved when I was 13 to Belarus. I lived there for 2 years because of him.
Because of him?
Yes, because
you
of him.
wanted to work with him? That's why?
Yes, yes. I was also studying there. They had this Olympic school where all the sports they were at that school. So, and he was a chess coach at that school. So I moved. We have been training on individual basis, but I was just enjoying so much our trainings together. So I wanted to have this on daily basis, you know, not just from time to time. So I moved there. I even became woman champion of Belarus when I was 14 years old.
How come you can participate in championship?
Yes, I could at that time. It was Soviet Union, you know, and I even played for I even played for Belarusian team. We had this tournament called Spartakiada of the youth. So last time I played for Belarus, you see. So I could participate. Well, there were some complaints, but
why there were some complaints?
No, because I wasn't original. I wasn't born Belarusian, and I could play there. So you know, but it was really a good experience for me. And Shereshevsky, he did so much for me. So then he left to Bulgaria, and I came back to Azerbaijan. Because if he stayed...
Why did he leave for Bulgaria?
Well, you know, Soviet Union, collapse of the Soviet Union, it was politically difficult times, so he thought that it's better to move to Bulgaria for family reasons, to have more stable life, and he left chess for some time. He went into business, but now he's back again. I mean, he's a coach in Sirius in Sochi.
How old is he?
He's about 70 years old, but
he's
so
active.
young.
Really?
He's so young. I mean, because
Shereshevsky.
Yes.
I remember I bought a book of him.
Yes,
and it was written, I think, in French or
strategy of Endgame and Soviet Union.
Yes, it was a nice book, very nice book.
And recently, he also wrote a new book. He gave it to me last year in St. Petersburg during World and Rapid Championship.
Really? About
yes,
what?
It's updated version of one of his books, and it's general descriptions how you should approach coaching.
Is it in Russian?
It's in Russian, but I think it should be published in English as well. I will clarify. I will get back to it. And after that time, he put me in Dvoretsky school. So I have been coached by Dvoretsky as well. He also a great coach. I was in love with chess, but after trainings with him, I was even more in love. You know.
Really?
He could. You know,
is he giving private lessons now?
Yes. I was having. No, I was in his schools. It was 2 times per year. We were having sort of 2 weeks trainings, and then we were analyzing. We had our homework. We were doing our homework, you know, and it was supervised. But after that, I was also having individual lessons by him, and it was a really wonderful experience.
So, in your career, after working with him, what was your results? Your best results?
Well, I was 3 times world champion.
3 times
world champion.
World champion, yes. In the categories.
Under different categories.
Which categories?
Under 18 2 times, and among the students once.
Students. There was at that time the students category.
Yes.
Now probably not. Yes. Students.
I think probably they still okay. Probably
maybe
it's
not.
already removed.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm no longer student, so I don't follow.
But it's very good result. So
and 2 times European champion.
European champion.
Under 16, under 20.
Under 16. 20.
But the best results, I would say, I was the last time the Soviet Union champion.
Soviet Union champion?
Yes, and
it was women champion?
No, it wasn't women, under 18.
Under 18.
And it was really very difficult at that time because almost majority of the best players were from Soviet Union.
So you stopped playing after which age you stopped playing?
I moved to Belgium. I even went to study in Malta in 98. So, so yes, long time ago. But even after I stopped to play, I accidentally went to European Championship in Turkey, by the way, and accidentally I got elected to the World Cup. So it was that, but I wasn't playing professional.
Why
at that
accidentally?
time.
You were not expecting, eh?
Yes, I wasn't expecting at all. I think no one was expecting, neither myself. But so it was also something different.
Do you want to come back to chess now?
Well,
to play in the
sometimes I'm
tournaments.
thinking about that, but for that
you have to work.
You have to work a lot, not only to work, but to work a lot, and with so many things to do, you just don't have time. And there are so many young players now, you know. But well, I'm still young, but anyway.
And now you are an arbiter here, yes?
Yes, because I, after being the diplomat, so I moved for family reasons to France, so I lived a couple of years there, and then I was working in private banking than in Microsoft. And after, when I was in Microsoft, in private banking, our CEO, he was invited to our famous Shamkir tournament, you know. He couldn't get there, so he sent me as the representative. And once I felt myself once again in the chess atmosphere, I understood how much I missed it,
this
really.
Yes.
And so I asked myself how I can be in chess, actually, you know. And being an arbiter was one of the choices. But I like being arbiter. Sometimes people think that it's very boring, how chess player can be an arbiter, it's so boring, you do nothing. But it's all the wrong perception people get. So for me, it's exciting work. I like to work on myself. So I would say it's a really very amazing job arbiters are doing. So
yeah, so you like what you are
yes,
doing.
I like.
You enjoy to be in between the company chess players.
Exactly.
All this atmosphere,
Exactly.
like me.
Yes,
I
because
also
now
enjoy.
imagine now I'm without a job. And every time I tell myself, okay, in September I will think about taking seriously, finding a job, looking for a job. Now it's moved to January, I will think about looking for a job. I'm sure in January I will move it again. So, I mean, I just enjoyed so much this chess atmosphere that every time I find an excuse for myself.
So, what about your secretary position in FIDE?
Yes,
Women
last
Commission,
year,
yes.
I was appointed secretary of our Women Commission.
What are the projects in the Women Commission?
We have different projects, you know. We are
Can you tell us?
supporting women. We are supporting women. For example, now we got a budget financing from Olympic Committee, and we are financing different projects for women. We help them to become arbiters, coaches. So we are working closely with arbiters commissions, with trainers commissions, and there are different seminars. So we are financing women to get to that seminars. We are covering participation fees as much as we can. It's one of the projects. So we are doing different ways. For example, in Astana, during the first presidential board meetings, our chairperson, Yeva Repkova, you know her?
Yes.
She made a presentation. So now at least 25% of women, they are appointed to as FIDE principals in the tournament. So we're doing work in this direction. So we want, and even Dvakovic, the FIDE president, he made a very important statements regarding gender equality. So
you
FIDE is very supportive.
Okay, you are
that.
So you are very hopeful that this
I'm sure.
women chess will progress. Yes.
Yes, sure. Progress. And now you know that even the prices for World Championship, Women World Championships have been increased substantially. So yes. That is also an important thing. So women get more and more motivated to participate. Yes. More tournaments happening for them. For example, at my time, women chess was very low. You know, yes. Women, they couldn't even earn their life with that.
Yes, you're right.
There were not so many tournaments. Now they have almost all kinds of tournaments.
Yes,
yes,
you're right. You're right. So it's
a lot
getting much better now, women chess.
Yes, I would say.
Yes, I agree with you.
Certainly.
Okay, Miss Ila Kadimova, let's, if you want, let's go to the commentary of the games.
If I haven't completely forgotten how to play chess.
I am pretty sure you will manage to commentate the games. We will start with Kazakhstan versus Belarus match. On the first board of Kazakhstan, Nogerbek Lazovic versus Lazovic. And this is the position, the last position is, I think, they repeated some moves.
3 times repetition, or?
Let me see how many times they repeated.
Not yet.
Okay. 1,
2.
Nice thinking.
Still
if he plays rook b5, maybe bishop c3, he can claim, yes?
Normally, yes. Normally, we always say that the team of rook with bishop is better than the team of
Yes.
rook with knight. That is the first thing which
And
is coming to my mind.
Attacking the
A6 pawn, yes, exactly.
And this is also weak. F4 pawn is weak.
So if
Some
black wants
chances.
to avoid, they have to play something like rook c6 if they want to avoid to make a draw, let's say.
But I think it's white who is better. Maybe black should.
But probably because of the king, you know. But king f1, king e2. If white happens to bring the king into the game, so it should be.
Maybe the problem with white is that this bishop has no place. He goes to b5 and how to go? He cannot go there because a5 is hanging.
Yes.
And
Rook
if he
c6
goes
is the
somewhere
best.
again, he's always attacking the bishop.
I think the draw is the
cannot
best
find-
result
yes.
for both parties.
He's always attacking. He cannot find a place. Otherwise, a5 is draw.
Of course.
Probably it will be draw. Yes.
Normally, yes.
Let's see what they are doing. He's looking.
Everyone is
He is
looking.
he's looking in other games.
Yes.
To repeat or not to repeat.
Yes.
This is the problem. Because maybe they are losing in the other games.
Let's have
Because
a
I
look. As
thought
much as I
Kaz-
remember, Bibi Sara, she was better.
Kazakhstan and Bibi Sara. Let's go to Bibi Sara's game.
By the way, I enjoy really watching her games.
Bibi Sara Asaboyev,
yes, I like.
She's
her.
very good, yeah.
Yes, and her behavior was a chessboard as well. You know, she's really, you know, have this.
You are
place,
proud
stance.
with her. You are proud
Yeah,
with her.
I like really.
Beating the boys, yes. Yesterday, actually, she was lost at one point, but her opponent made a big mistake.
Yes.
You remember yesterday against
no, I don't
Israel?
remember the
Against
game.
Israel, it was a rook ending. Total loss for her, but her opponent made a big mistake. Totally one position. He made a big mistake and he lost.
Even big champions
Yeah.
make big
Yes,
mistakes.
yeah.
Impossible
Yes.
without that. But I think she
Both
has
of them
improved.
are looking on the other boards. Probably,
Yes.
probably
Both
they
of them
will make
following.
draw this position.
But they already repeated, I
Okay,
think.
they-
Yes, I
they
agreed.
shook hands. So, Ismail, can we go to the second board? Bibi Sara, let's see this position on the screen. We have this position. The final position takes place Queen D2, and whose turn? Asaboyeva is thinking about
I think Black was
Asaboyeva.
having initiative
Really
during the
before.
whole game. During
But
the
now
whole
I
game.
think she has some problems because weakened king side, weakened pawns. I'm not sure about this position. What can she do about this position? Rook G8 maybe. But then rook G8 attacking H, Queen H3. Yes. Is it possible rook G8?
But
Maybe she already played something. What is this? Rook E8. She played.
Rook E8. Rook is
She
on
played
E8
rook
already.
E8. She attacked. She played rook E8.
Rook is on E8.
What is the idea?
Putting the rook on the
Let's see,
open.
for example, if rook D3, for example, but I can take on D6. Maybe I can
No,
take because I attack also the B6
He
knight. Yes.
played with the king.
He
but
played
for
what?
rook
He played
D3?
king F2. He played king F2. Why does he need to play king F2? I don't understand. King F2.
Queen e4 is not possible. So
Yeah, this is hanging. What to do for black? I don't see too many moves. The knight on b6 looks very bad actually.
yes, and after
Now,
I play
yes,
rook d3.
Yes. The knight on b6, I mean this looks very, passive. Maybe she's in time trouble also. I don't know.
But I think white is better, right?
Yes,
White is
white is
certainly
better now.
better.
But before
because-
she had better position.
Yes,
Yeah, well,
she
let's see the
was,
position. Yes, this was the position. This is the actually Spanish
So
some
was having initiative.
Yes, bishop c3, a4, x takes, f5, yf5. Anyway, maybe she wants to take one.
Knight d7.
e5, bishop d2. Ah, she takes on e5, f6. F6 is a good move. Destroys the king's position. And now knight e3. He made some tactical moves.
Yes. Oh, okay.
This is how it became. She lost the threat probably. She couldn't find. After f5, f5 probably was not so good. Yeah. She made some active move, but and also her opponent played well.
Yes, she wanted to break the center, actually.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Probably she is in trouble now. Rook d3 is coming.
Yes.
You are upset. You look upset.
No, I am here for chess.
Okay,
for me it doesn't matter.
Okay, of course you can support someone. It doesn't matter you. So maybe we go to the third board. On the third board, Isan Zulov, Aristan versus Ivan Runets. Okay, Runets, Isan Zulov. Let me see where this. Okay, here it is. This is the position. The last position is this one. Oh, he played a quick move. He's in time trouble. He's checking the other board. Two girls are playing in
yes, in Kazakhstan team. Yes, and I would even say that they are playing really strongly. I like their games.
Strong, yes. Actually,
and they played till the last move, you know.
Yeah, actually, in the last board, we were checking. He had a very good position. The Kazakh girl.
Yes.
Nurgali. Nazarki. Okay, so what's this position? This knight g3. The pawns are equal, but some weak pawns again on d6 and a6. So e4 also weak, but e5 knight is very strong. There's a strong knight on e5.
Yes, and bishop on b1 is
bishop pair for white.
They don't really have advantages of two bishop because the other one is terrible.
So maybe some slight advantage. I don't know, after rook d1.
I play king e7, I defend.
King e7, then bishop
e3
is coming with some problems. Knight fc7, you have to defend position.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
But well, white
initiative for white.
The last move of white was knight g3. Or yes.
He wanted to
but
when
to defend.
And now he wants to attack after defending e4.
Yes.
And this is maybe or bishop a3. He will attack first. I don't know. He played something.
But knight on
he played something, but what?
Knight on
I don't see what he did.
Knight on g3 is not really at his place, let's say.
He played, I think, rook d1, but black played something else.
Bishop c6. No.
I don't know what he played.
Yeah.
I cannot see. Okay. He played h5.
Great.
Bishop a3. d5.
She's getting back the pawn.
Rook d1, knight d6, e d5. Lost the
something
pawn.
tactical?
He lost the pawn.
Something tactical should be here? Because
I don't know.
otherwise, what is the point of giving up?
Knight, what did he play?
Well, like that, I don't see any tactics here. Knight f4, d6.
Knight c7, I think he played.
Knight c7. Knight goes on b5.
Knight goes on b5.
But
he lost a pawn.
No pawn.
He played
knight
e4 and
yes,
knight e5.
Bishop goes.
Bishop b4 has been played.
Yes.
This has been played.
Okay.
I see from here. Bishop b4. Now black is thinking.
No.
But looks losing here. Yes. very bad position.
Well, probably black.
Why he sacrificed this pawn?
I don't know. It was defendable. It was defendable.
Yes, it was defendable.
King e6 even. King e6
even, yes. Yes, even king e6.
Well, king e6 probably knight e2, knight f4, but king e7, king e6 doesn't matter, but
king
something.
e7, and then if I attack again, knight f7, yes. This was possible, yeah, king e7, and here knight f7. But he didn't want to play passively, maybe. I don't know. Why he
probably the best for the white to go knight f1, knight e3, knight e2, somewhere, you know, because knight on g3 is terrible.
Maybe, yeah, you're right. Probably this is the problem. But still, he is holding.
But at least...
But here now, after playing this...
But there should be something
D5,
on their mind.
Rook d1,
normally
now
players,
you can take.
Normally players...
Knight e6, and also, what is this knight e6? I don't understand. Took, takes, maybe
probably they wanted
trouble.
to play knight f4 or...
Maybe he's missed this move, I don't know. Anyway, takes, bishop b4, and now what happens? Did he play something?
But just a healthy extra pawn
in
the center.
Losing, yeah. Okay, let's check the last board. Nurgali Nazarke versus Siniowski Artsion. Artyom Nazarke. Okay, Siniowski. This is a rook ending. The pawns. Okay.
Extra pawn, yes.
Okay, she's a pawn up.
But rook endgames are never win.
Yes, she's a pawn up. 3-1.
Three
Maybe
against,
she can win.
Chances are good, 3-1.
Yes, she can win this. I don't know how, but she will try, of course.
And my rook is active, so black's rook, I mean, is very active.
Okay, she has
I just move the pawns with my king, h5, exactly.
All these pawns, she has to try to push these pawns. And at one point, maybe give check here, and maybe not, instead of waiting here, yes, activate the rook here.
Yeah, as soon as white takes a white pawn, I take on b3, my rook is active.
And these two, there will be two post pawns here.
Good chances.
Good chances, yes,
very
exactly.
Chances.
So maybe the last two boards, Kazakhstan might win.
It's better.
Yeah, better. But on the second board, Asabueva not so good. And first board, Nogerbek draw. So looks like 2.5, 1.5 in favor of Kazakhstan, but of course everything changes.
Yeah, but we never know.
Yeah.
But we never know.
What else can we? Okay, let's go to United States versus Uzbekistan. You have time, yes?
Yes, I can go quickly through
those
games.
Quickly, okay.
Otherwise,
quickly,
I have to be back.
Quickly, one more. Sterman up to Saptarov. Let's see this match. What's going on here? Sterman up to Saptarov. Let me find here. Oh, okay. This is a queen's ending. A pawn up for black. Up to Saptarov is pawn up, trying to win this position.
Yes, but in queens and games, it's
not so easy.
It's not so easy because of endless checks.
But here maybe it can be king's ending, because if you give check, king and
exchange.
Queen, this is the king is. I mean, the situation is
good
not
chances.
so. Yes, good chances.
Good chances for winning.
Up to Saptarov, this is also.
Black should be careful.
Yeah.
Do you play something? Queen d4, king c7, queen d4.
Queen.
Queen d4, king c7.
Queen f2.
Queen d4. Queen d4. And queen d5 check.
Queen d5.
Queen d5, king f2.
No, queen c5 check. It's lost.
He played already. Queen f2.
Yes.
King f2 he played. Queen c5, yes. What's this?
But it's white. Probably it's white moves, no?
No, black move. Oh no, white move.
It should be white moves. Probably you just.
No, the clock is on the black side. There's little inclination.
Are you sure? In the black side.
It should be white move.
Wow.
You can see the moves.
Let me find. Yes, this is the position. Check here.
Yes,
Yes.
queen b4.
Queen before queen d5. Yes, this is white's move.
Queen b4, queen d5.
Queen b4,
Before,
queen
queen
d5
d5, yes.
has been played. Now threatening queen c5.
And now what white to play?
You are
But it's okay, I defend all my pawns.
He
He
played
played
Queen f4.
queen f4. Check.
King c6.
King c6.
Queen f6, I go with my king, I take the pawns and I travel,
Yes,
you
maybe,
know.
but you can give check here.
Queen c4,
Another check here.
king b4. So I go, I just take a pawn, you know.
Check.
queen c5 check.
Queen c5
Queen
check.
c5, yes.
So this is actually probably winning.
No, chances are good.
Yes.
Chances are good.
Yes. You're right. Okay. Let's go to the second board. Who is playing? Ivan K. Ivan K. Let me find if it's finished or not. Ivan K. What is elo? I'm
Against
finding from
Sind.
the elos. Ivan K versus Sindarov, yes. Is it finished? I don't see this.
The fourth board finished.
No,
the
here,
game.
here I found it.
Yes, this one.
Sindarov. Okay. Okay, this is what's this?
Oh,
Sindarov exchange down.
lost totally.
Lost.
Totally.
Yes.
Nothing to comment.
Sindarov lost position. It's actually a big surprise.
There is
Yes.
no even chances.
Ivan K
So
is
it's
23,
fine.
21 and Sindarov is almost 100 elo higher. So big surprise. With white pieces, he is losing.
But Elos, yes, it's
Yes.
indication, but not my
Not on the
indication. You
everything,
know,
yes.
everything can happen.
Yes.
And normally psychological, it's very difficult for those with the highest elo
Yes.
to play against the weakest elos, you know.
Yeah.
So
He
everything might
he played
happen.
what he played?
Well, king goes somewhere. Or queen
maybe
f7
queen
even.
F7 or
Queen
something.
f7 even, yes.
I don't
If
know.
knight f5, just you know, they have to try something. King g6. Well,
Yeah, it's
so
something,
over-
yes, so
yes,
it's winning.
it's over here.
Okay, let's go to Dagupati Balayi versus Kasimov, Ali Kasimov. Kasimov, okay, this is the position.
Here also the elo defense
Yes, this
is
is the
big,
position
but
last.
in favor of United States.
Yeah, this time.
3, 4, and once again, the one with the lowest elo is 1
Better.
point more.
Uh-huh.
2 bishops, 1 point, 1 pawn more.
Yeah. So
For me, it's winning, but probably I forgot how to play chess.
Kasimov is winning, yes?
No, yes, for me, yes.
Yes, okay.
Normally,
Yes.
bishop goes on f6, you know,
Uh-huh,
and the
yeah,
king.
Yeah, very active pieces. All these rooks, bishops, everything very active. Okay, Kasimov is winning
And I
here.
think first board finished. I just don't see the results, but you see, the first board finished.
The first board finish. Ismail, can we see the
It's
result?
Madaminer, Muhyiddin. Madaminer.
Probably draw, yeah? No, he
It's
was
blacks,
winning.
no? Black one, no?
And the black one, yes, probably this Queen's ending, yes? Abdusattarov.
Yes, girl
Abdusattarov.
one.
Abdusattarov? No, you
He's
mean?
on the fourth board.
We are
There
checking.
are no people on the fourth board. You know, there are no
Ismail,
players.
can we see the first board? They are playing very
I
fast.
think Marta won. Marta had blacks, no?
Marta
From
won?
what I see,
Marta won. The last
from
board.
what
Yes,
I
yes,
see.
Yes,
well,
yes.
I don't say no more.
The
but
first board is Still playing. Okay, they are still playing. Let's go to the fourth board, Ismail. Let's see the result. Fourth board. Samadashvili, Madam Ivo. Ah, okay. Samadashvili won.
Yes, girl won. She had
The
better.
girl won.
Yes.
Marta won.
I wish girls always win.
From United States, she won. So it's actually good result for United States. They won on the last board, and probably they will win where also Ivan K'ye here.
Yes.
So Uzbekistan is in trouble. They have to win the last two games, yes?
Yes, but Abdusattorov, he has
He's
one
winning,
point
he's
more,
winning,
let's
and-
say, okay, and Kasımov, he's winning.
But
So
not
it's
for sure.
probably
No,
the-
but not for sure. He has to do some. I mean,
Yeah.
he has to try to win. Thank you
So,
very much
on
for
that
coming.
note, thanks
Good luck
to
in
you.
your career. Maybe you come
Thanks
back
a
to
lot.
chess again to play in some tournaments.
Yes.
Maybe
yes.
they will invite you some tournaments in Turkey.
I'm thinking to play when right time, in due course, in due time, to play
You
in
want-
veterans.
In veterans,
Plus 50, plus 60.
Okay.
When the time comes. Okay, thank you
Okay,
very
thank
much
you.
for inviting
Thank
me,
you.
and good luck with your
Thank you
job as
to you
well.
too. Thank
See
you
you.
very
Bye.
much. Bye bye. A short break now. Dear chess friends, we are back again. We have a guest. He is from Turkey, Turkuaz team. His name is Ediz Gürel. Ediz, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Ediz. And Ediz today won his game against Jean Crystal Deng Jean. I don't know if I pronounced right. Okay, let's go to your game immediately. Do you want to show your game? Okay, we will see the game. Takes. You prepared this line?
Yes, I prepared knight b5 there.
Knight b5, okay. Sveshnikov variation,
Yes.
yes. Okay, a6.
No.
You are expecting this a6?
No.
You didn't expect. You were expecting d6, yes?
Yes,
Yes, but she changed.
she changed the variation, so
Uh-huh.
I changed.
Okay, it's a girl player in this team. But the team was, which team?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, okay. You played against Hong Kong. Okay, Queen e7. But you knew this variation before?
No, I don't know.
You don't know. You just play for the first time.
Yes.
Okay, Queen d1.
This is called as Levanter variation.
Levantal variation. Okay, Knight d4. Erkin is telling us about the variation. Levantal. Bishop d3. Castles. Bishop g5. Do you have anything to say here? Normal developing moves.
It's normal, but I think I can play knight d5.
You are threatening, yes?
Yes.
You are threatening. Queen e6, that's why she plays. So castles, b5, bishop
I
takes.
think a lot there, and
You decide to take.
I decided to take the knight.
You thought for a long time, yes. Okay, knight d5, queen g5, and knight b6. You want to take the bishop?
Yes, the
Okay.
bishop is very
Strong.
good.
Okay. Take the bishop, and now c3. You kick out of this d4 square the knight. Knight e6, bishop c2. Now you want to come to b3.
Bishop b3 and
Okay,
bishop d5.
on this diagonal, of course, it will be very strong, the bishop, yes? Okay, and also you attack the d7 pawn.
Yes.
She protects, knight f4, g3, rook c6. She wants to go to h6, yes?
Yes.
Are you afraid of this attack?
Yes, I see.
Very dangerous attack, yes? Now you threaten to take the knight.
Yes.
Okay,
Rook h6.
rook h6, she sacrificed the knight, but you cannot take. Because if you take here, and now you queen takes and
F4.
mate is unavailable, yes? Mate is coming. So you are doing
Queen f3.
queen f3,
Knight e6. Rook a d1.
rook f6, and queen g2. A little bit passive there, but good.
But d5
It's
is
not possible. You are controlling d5 square,
Yes.
yes. Okay, rook d5, queen e2 now, f3. This is also good move, very good move. Exchanging the queens. Now you feel better, yes?
I
After
think it's draw, but
this position.
yes.
How is draw? You cannot take because knight
Knight
f4.
f4.
Yes, yes. Now she protects this pawn. She made a mistake in time trouble.
Yes.
Okay. Rook c1 check. Queen c7.
But I have 5 minutes there.
You also have.
And she also have 5 minutes.
She also had 5 minutes. So both of you are in time trouble.
Yes.
Okay. You won a pawn, and now
He played king g5.
she played king instead of knight e6 probably.
Knight e6, I played
Was-
c4 there, I think.
Knight e6, c4 and c5 you are going.
King g5, h4, king h5, king h3.
Knight e6 you play c4 and then king
King
g5,
g5.
h4. You what do you say? King h5,
King h3.
king h3. So she cannot move.
Yes, and I'm going c5, c6.
c5, c6 and winning, yes. So this position probably already lost
Yes.
after taking on d6. But she's been mating here, yes. h4 and king h5 and bishop
Bishop
g4.
g4.
This is how it ended.
Yes.
You mated. Edis, congratulations, very nice
Thank
play.
you.
I wish you good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay, now we have a short break.
Hello dear chess friends, we have now another guest from the Turkish Tokaz team, which is composed by the players under 12 section. And welcome Hasan Hussein.
Thank you. My name is Hasan Hussein. I'm playing the Turkey Turkaz, and I'm lost, but I came the live broadcast room. I want to analyze my match.
Okay, so let's check the game. Hasan Hussein was black against Deng Yudong Michael, and your opponent is just quite a strong
King
player.
Indian.
King's Indian the opening was. Okay, g6, before d6.
After his Zamish variation, I don't know the white is better, but black give the chances. I don't know. I think white is better, but black give the chance.
So black has some counter chances to the white's space advantage by the pawns. Let's show it like that. But black has always the chances to push
F5 and C6, maybe B5. Want to give the white center.
So you want to get these pawns out.
Yes.
Okay, let's see the game. Knight h5, queen e2.
F5.
So you,
A6, want to B5, and next of the C6. Give the counter chance, but white has give the chance.
so white actually has some
Two
chance.
bishops are looked for the my king side, and queen is again the look for the my queen side. Knight is came, and the pawns are want to give the
Advancing.
advance to my king side.
Okay, so white has a attack on the king's side, and black is also trying to do something. Knight e2, knight c5, and b5. Can you play something else than b5? Can you have any other moves?
Rook b8 and bishop d7.
Was also
Bishop
consideration.
d7, but bishop d7 before, I think. Knight a4. Capture,
Okay.
and rook d to go to g1. 1 to g4, knight to c3, and I don't know the white is better because my bishop is very bad in the a4 square because not come to the king side and a pawn is not came from the queen side because the bishop is blocked the a pawn.
So there is no a4 in this position.
No a5 a4.
A5
and a4.
You cannot go because there is bishop. Okay, so after that he just sacrificed the pawn. I think this is the correct decision because white has the space advantage and also the advantage in the king side. So one side is just pushing and the other is countering. The b5 was the correct decision to sacrifice a pawn. Okay, take bishop a6.
Bishop a6. I don't know, bishop d7 or queen d7. Or maybe knight came from the f6 d7.
Oh, sorry. Knight f6 and knight d7.
And again bishop a6. I don't know. But bishop a6 is okay, I think.
I think so. But maybe instead of bishop c4, I think that you may play knight f6.
Bishop h6.
Bishop h6. And you play rook f7.
Capture.
Okay, takes with rook.
f5 pawn.
I can take f5. Okay, so we need to do something about this.
And knight f6, first bishop captures on f5.
Maybe this, there is a typical sacrifice in this pawn structure. In King's Indian, you generally sacrifice the e4 pawn to open the diagonal of the bishop and play f4 to close the diagonal of bishop. Did you think about this possibility? e4 takes and f4.
Bishop d4, I think.
Bishop d4.
And bishops are going. My attack is finished, I think.
So he just exchanges the bishop and maybe play knight d4, knight e6,
knight c6.
So it is not that efficient either. Okay, bishop c4.
I want to bishop captures on a2.
So he plays this, but how about you played
queen e8 because he's want to play with the g4.
So how about this idea again?
I think f capture.
Okay, now we take with the f pawn.
Knight take.
Knight takes. We take.
Queen
takes what? This.
Queen takes the e4, I think.
e4, and you both threaten
if
here.
Bishop captures e2, queen captures, and bishop g6, bishop h5.
Bishop g6, king e7, bishop h5. So it's probably also not that good. So what did you play? Queen e8.
Queen e8, g4.
G4.
e4. F captures. And g4.
How about the same idea again?
Bishop captures on c5.
Bishop takes c5, so knight is lost.
Knight is lost.
So we take fg4, e5.
e5.
Do we have any defense to hold here? Because, let's try.
No defense, I think. Queen g6, but captures, and again captures and bishop captures. And h5 knight
is lost.
Fg4,
e5, queen takes e5.
Queen takes. Queen g6, bishop d4, and
bishop d3.
But not the good chance for the black because queen a7 and capture knight. If queen e8.
Queen e8
or queen e7 doesn't matter.
Okay.
Queen h7 and queen 2 captures h5.
Also after queen e8,
queen a7.
Queen a7 and bishop g6.
Bishop g6 or queen h5.
Queen h5 doesn't matter. Okay, so I think there is, probably you're a piece down. Let's count the pieces. Yes, you're a piece down.
Rook f2.
Bishop g4.
The position is lost position, but I want to play the so many moves not, but
for your team.
For your team, win. I want to my team is win, and I only the wait for my team.
Actually, no, this is also needs to the appreciation, because this position is not fun to play actually, but for your team you still want to continue on the board. This is actually so nice of you for your team, because resigning doesn't give anyone anything. You may have possibilities. Even you are, for example, 90% lost, you still need to continue because the chances may appear.
Yes.
And rook g2, rook g1 takes. You try it.
Doesn't matter what rook knight is going.
Knight is going. Actually, King's Indian is a kind of risky system because you block your the bishop on g7. Maybe for your repertoire, I may suggest a system after the game. We check in and check. It's probably gonna mate after
this mate position.
And there's no stalemate because king can go to h5. Okay, so for the opening, to block your bishop, you may check also for the c5 line. Maybe you already solved the idea. D-captures, and this is the pawn sacrifice.
Queen captures. I know this variation. Rook captures, bishop c5, knight c6, knight d5, knight d7, knight captures, knight captures is better. Knight captures, bishop captures on b2. No, rook e8, bishop a3. White's better, bishop b2, I don't know. Rook b1, bishop c3.
Those ideas are, there are no restriction of the white bishops. You can freely move your dark square and light square bishop also. There are systems like with the idea of c6, a6 and b5.
c6, Kasparov plays c6 so many years. But c6, I think queen d2 and g4 h4.
This is so quick, you say?
This is so quickly.
So thank you for coming and good luck for your next rounds.
Thank you.
So we are coming for a short break. Hello DHS friends, we have now another guest from the Turkish Torkaz team, which is composed by the players under 12 section. And welcome Hasan Hussein.
Thank you. My name is Hasan Hussein. I'm playing the Turkey Torkaz, and I'm lost, but I came the live broadcast room. I want to analyze my match.
Okay, so let's check the game. Hasan Hussein was black against Deng Yudong Michael, and your opponent is just quite a strong player. King's Indian the opening was. Okay, g6. Before d6.
After his Zamish variation, I don't know the white is better, but black give the chances. I don't know. I think white is better, but black give the chance.
So black has some counter chances to the white's space advantage by the pawns. Let's show it like that. But black has always the chances to push
f5 and c6, maybe b5. Want to give the white center.
So you want to get these pawns out?
Yes.
Okay, let's see the game. Knight h5, queen d2,
f5.
So you
a6, want to b5, and next of the c6. Give the counter chance, but white has give the chance.
So white actually has some
two
chance.
bishops are looked for the my king side, and queen is again the look for the my queen side. Knight is came, and the pawns are want to give the advance to my king side.
Okay, so white has a attack on the king side, and black is also trying to do something. Knight e2, knight c5, and b5. Can you play something else than b5? Can you have any other moves?
Rook b8 and bishop d7
was also consideration.
Bishop d7, but bishop d7 before, I think. knight a4, capture, and rook d to go to g1, 1 to g4, knight to c3, and I don't know the white is better because my bishop is very bad in the a4 square, because not come to the king side, and a pawn is not came from the queen side because the bishop is blocked the a pawn.
So there is no a4 in this position.
No a5, a4.
A5
and a4.
You cannot go because there is bishop. Okay, so after that he just sacrificed the pawn. I think this is the correct decision because white has the space advantage and also the advantage in the king side. So one side is just pushing and the other is countering. The b5 was the correct decision to sacrifice a pawn. Okay, take bishop a6.
Bishop a6. I don't know, bishop d7 or queen d7. Or maybe knight came from the f6 d7.
Oh, sorry. Knight f6 and knight d7.
And again bishop a6. I don't know. But bishop a6 is okay, I think.
I think so. But maybe instead of bishop c4, I think that you may play knight f6.
Bishop h6.
Bishop h6, and you play rook f7.
Capture.
Okay, takes with rook.
f5 pawn.
I can take f5. Okay, so we need to do something about this.
And knight f6, first bishop captures on f5.
Maybe this, there is a typical sacrifice in this pawn structure. In King's Indian, you generally sacrifice the e4 pawn to open the diagonal of the bishop and play f4 to close the diagonal of bishop. Did you think about this possibility? e4 takes, and f4.
Bishop d4, I think.
Bishop d4.
And bishops are going. My attack is finished, I think.
So he just exchanges the bishop and maybe play knight d4, knight e6,
knight c6.
So it is not that efficient either. Okay, bishop c4.
I want to bishop captures on a2.
So he plays this, but how about you played
queen e8 because he's want to play with the g4.
So how about this idea again?
I think f capture.
Okay, now we take with the f pawn.
Knight take.
Knight takes. We take.
Queen
takes what? This.
Queen takes the e4, I think.
e4, and you both threaten
if
here.
Bishop captures e2, queen captures, and bishop g6, bishop h5.
Bishop g6, king e7, bishop h5. So it's probably also not that good. So what did you play? Queen e8.
Queen e8, g4.
G4.
e4. F captures. And g4.
How about the same idea again?
Bishop captures on c5.
Bishop takes c5, so knight is lost.
Knight is lost.
So we take fg4, e5.
e5.
Do we have any defense to hold here? Because, let's try.
No defense, I think. Queen g6, but captures, and again captures and bishop captures. And h5 knight
is lost.
Fg4,
e5, queen takes e5.
Queen takes. Queen g6, bishop d4, and
bishop d3.
But not the good chance for the black because queen a7 and capture knight. If queen e8.
Queen e8
or queen e7 doesn't matter.
Okay.
Queen h7 and queen 2 captures h5.
Also after queen e8,
queen a7.
Queen a7 and bishop g6.
Bishop g6 or queen h5.
Queen h5 doesn't matter. Okay, so I think there is, probably you're a piece down. Let's count the pieces. Yes, you're a piece down.
Rook f2.
Bishop g4.
The position is lost position, but I want to play the so many moves not, but
For your team.
for your team win. I want to my team is win, and I only the wait for my team.
Actually, no, this is also needs to the appreciation, because this position is not fun to play actually, but for your team you still want to continue on the board. This is actually so nice of you for your team, because resigning doesn't give anyone anything. You may have possibilities. Even you are, for example, 90% lost, you still need to continue, because the chances may appear.
Yes.
And rook g2, rook g1 takes, you try it.
Doesn't matter what rook knight is going.
Knight is going. Actually, King's Indian is a kind of risky system, because you block your the bishop on g7. Maybe for your repertoire, I may suggest a system after the game. We check in and check. It's probably gonna mate after
This is mate position.
And there's no stalemate, because king can go to h5. Okay, so for the opening, to block your bishop, you may check also for the c5 line. Maybe you already solved the idea.
Captures,
and this is the pawn
queen
sacrifice.
captures. I know this variation. Rook captures, bishop c5, knight c6, knight d5, knight d7, knight captures, knight captures is better. Knight captures, bishop captures on b2. No, rook e8, bishop a3. White's better, bishop b2, I don't know. Rook b1, bishop c3.
Those ideas are, there are no restriction of the white bishops. You can freely move your dark square and light square bishop also. There are systems like with the idea of c6, a6 and b5.
c6, Kasparov plays c6 so many years. But c6, I think queen d2 and g4 h4.
This is so quick, you say.
This is so quickly.
So thank you for coming, and good luck for your next rounds.
Thank you.
So we are coming for a short break.